So, yes,
Yeah.
you will have to manually port it in.
That's fine.
Yeah, you gotta manually do it, yes.
And we're live.
Luckily, we're not dead. That would be worse.
Luckily, we're not dead. Okay, we were just fiddling around with level up and doing some troubleshooting for a few minutes, but we're back. Welcome back. This is our first game in July, because we skipped the first Saturday of July because of 4th of July, which is a good thing we did because we were very busy that day. I was very busy, my wife was very busy, we were all very busy. And I wouldn't have been able to run the game anyway. So it's fine.
Sweet.
Hey, Praxio, Alfana, while you're screwing around with the JavaScript console, can you figure out what's preventing the menu from loading on escape? It might be, I might have shifted the controls. Never mind. Let me do that while you guys are finishing your level up. Is everybody done leveling up?
I am still working on it, sorry.
I think you all should also have... Oh, I moved it to home, is what I did. I moved it to this key. Did I? Nope, it didn't work.
Try changing the binding back and see if it behaves.
Back to escape. Save.
Yep.
It just, that conflicts with something else, so... Escape, no, it doesn't want to behave. Alright, that's fine. I'll live. But if it freezes again, I'll have to fucking kill the game again. That's okay. So you had to import a spell. You have a spell to do, right? Praxia?
Yeah, I need to pick a spell, so...
Okay. Well, you figure that out.
That's what...
You figure that out.
I plan on working on that now.
Okay. And I think everybody else is good. So, other than... And you're building out your stuff, Paolo. Why am I the only one that I see in here, in Foundry right now? Is everybody else here?
I'm here.
I am.
Yeah. We're in a test scene.
Okay, I want to find out if you guys...
I see your name. Oh, yeah.
There we go, there we go, there we go.
Okay.
This looks more familiar.
Ah, there we go. Now it's loading up. Okay. Alright, let me do a real quick recap then while you are building out your stuff and things. And we'll get started shortly. So, last we left off, we were here in the in the Lightless Palace is what it's called. And our party here, the 14th Bane Knights, were fighting off a very large group of bone chewers. They fought bravely. One of their number went down and was mauled to death by a bone chewer. Another one was grievously wounded but recovered, and reinforcements arrived in the form of Lieutenant Jezebel and Lillian Corbett, who is a sergeant. The group convened in a small section, well, rather large section by physical dynamics, but a small section of this temple, this scary, dark, lightless place, and had a conversation. That's where we left off last. I believe we were going to level up the last time I checked, and Ben was going to turn into a rat and check out the Bone Chewer Den, looking for treasure.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And that was about it. Does anybody need more time before I unpause the game?
I believe I'm good.
Okay.
All good?
Our good friend Mordecai will be here a little late. He had something come up, so... but he will get here probably around 9. So
Cool.
With that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and change the music to something more... some more ambiance, and I will simultaneously traumatize Lee because this is a track he's very familiar with. So he's like, god damn it.
Unfortunately, there's a handful of useful spells here.
Are you looking through level 3s?
Yep.
Yeah. You get 2
What
of
are
them.
your like?
This
Go ahead.
This is your second one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Unfortunately, it's like, well, let's see. Do I want Tiny Hut or Mass Healing Word or Tongues or Dispel Magic?
I feel like mass healing word is always a solid choice.
Although, given that we're in the middle of this dungeon now, Tiny Hut might not be bad.
Yeah.
So even you can speak, or like speak for dead is an option, but I don't know if there are many people to speak with here.
There's a room full of bones.
So yes.
Okay. The scene is yours, everyone.
All right,
Pass
Ben,
it
you
out.
gonna? You wanna go rat, Ben?
Indeed, though I believe my rat needs his dark vision.
Yes, he does. Squeak, squeak, squeakum. Squeakers.
Squeaker squawking, squoking, squeaking.
There you go.
Lovely.
And you might need me to jostle you through there because it is a tiny hole in the wall. So let me just move you. There you go. You skitter into this chamber, which is just covered in bone. There he is for chat's perspective. And you're kind of scrabbling up across these bones, and it's just bones everywhere. Humanoid bones from the looks of it.
You know, you'd think this place would be better well known if there were this many people here. But I think, yeah, Ben is going to be searching for the scent of metal, I think, first and foremost, looking for any useful weapons.
Sure.
And then probably, well, we'll look for anything that doesn't smell like bone or gore or stuff after that.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Me 6.
26. Yeah, so
No bad, no bad.
there you go.
I think is this chest open?
I think you can just double click on it and it'll open for you. No? Hold on. Oh, this got broken too. All right, hold on.
Glass.
Oh no.
It's okay. It should. I just need to delete this, and then I'll put it back as this. There you go.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it was whatever was wrong with it.
All right. I think, yeah. Ben will detransform.
Okay. You know how to
And-
do that?
I think if I go to my sheet, my rat sheet, restore transformation.
There you go.
Incredible. Yeah, I'll start looking through these things. And well, I'll pick them up and start bringing them back to the entrance.
Ooh.
Yeah, as soon as you pick up those that bow and those short swords, you can feel that they're magical.
Ben will come to this crevice. Lieutenant, you there?
Yes, did you find anything?
Quite a few things actually. I'll hand the actually, well, I can initiate a trade.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Accept.
Okay. I will hand over. Is it in my inventory now, or
Yeah.
should be.
I don't?
So it should have popped up in your inventory.
No. It popped up in the rat's inventory, and then I deleted the rat by accident.
Oh.
My bad.
That's okay. I have copies. So, what was it?
2 energy, 1 spell scroll.
2 energy. 1, 2. Second level spell scroll.
Mm-hmm.
What was the other thing? Enchanted ripping arrows. Ripping arrows.
Yep.
20 of them.
Yeah, full stack. And enchanted short swords.
Oh, there's 2 of them. Very cool. Okay.
Yeah, 2 of those, and an enchanted short bow.
Okay.
Those should be in your inventory now, Ben.
They are, and I will start passing them along.
Hooked up.
And Leon will take all of it. Just those 2, Ben, or anything else?
There's I can't seem to add a second enchanted short sword because they don't stack. So take those and then we'll do another one.
Yeah. If you're passing me the bow, do you want to pass the arrows? I'm assuming you're trying to
Yeah.
keep the... Okay.
Well, and ripping arrows and
Oh, all 20 of them. Well, we can figure that out in post. That's fine.
1 sec. Let's actually no, I can do quantities. Okay, I figured out how to
Okay,
edit
cool,
quantities.
cool.
And I'll do one of the potions of energy. Can you get this potion to Sergeant Praxia?
Sure, I'll take a look at everything and start handing things out. Anything else?
There's a scroll here, but I presume you can't read Arcane Cruic.
It's been a while. I'll leave that one with you.
All right.
Alright. Okie dokie. And then, time to get your loot, gang. I will take everything back around to the crew and, just start going through stuff. So this enchanted short sword is a, let's see here, +9 to hit with a 1d6 piercing,
That's
with
using-
+6 piercing damage.
That uses your stats.
It's
Oh,
not.
it's using my stats. Oh!
Nobody get excited.
Oh no!
That's just what it is with your stats.
Oh, it's so funny. I didn't read it correctly. Yes, this is a +1 to attack and damage rolls. And then there's 2 of those plus the enchanted short bow, which I'm assuming is the same. 1 +1 to attack. I might try to keep the short bow for myself if nobody else is gunning for it, but would anyone like the enchanted short swords? LOL.
Indeed, our ranger can't really use a bow for some reason. It's all yours, Lieutenant.
All right.
At least in my perspective.
I'll keep the short bow then. Anyone? Any takers on the short swords, or are those...
Let's see here.
I don't really want to get... I don't need them compared to the glaive, I don't think. And I'm short on weight as it is.
Mordecai could actually use one of those pretty proficiently, I think.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bigger damage bonus for him for just one of them.
Cool.
And I could always hang on to one because their short swords actually count as finesse or not. But they're just light.
They're finesse.
Okay, so I can hang on to one of them.
Yeah, I can give one to... Oh, how do I do this?
Bottom
How do I
left,
use it to
request
trade?
trade.
Very bottom
Bottom
left.
You can also click and drag the item onto the canvas and drop it.
Oh, easier.
Hi, puppy. You're a good baby. Yes, it's a good deli do.
Okay, give one to Mordecai and give one to Praxia. Did that go through, or do I still have them both?
It went through for Mordecai.
Cool. Cool.
Because I have control of him right now.
Yep, and then I'll actually...
It should have
I
went
don't
through
need
for
the-
me too, I think.
Yeah. I don't need this potion of energy either. Liliana or Praxia? Do either of you want that? It's you regain 1 spell slot at first level when you drink this potion.
I could definitely use it.
It's all yours.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I'm just the friendly bard here. I don't have any other better way to regain spell slots. Except sleeping.
Cool. Alrighty. I think that's everything then. In that case, we should figure out how to proceed on into the rest of the temple.
Should we proceed or should we rest? Given that it seems to be a little bit quiet here, and I know we did use we did use some resources taking out the bone chewers. Would this be a safe spot if we had somebody keep watch?
I'm in pretty good shape, so I can always keep a watch if we have the time to afford to slow down, Captain. And she'll look to Corvaxia.
Captain Corvaxia says, we should probably just pause for a bit here. I don't want to stay too long. What's the minimum amount of time you all need?
Short or long rest?
I could use a long rest, but I don't know about you folks.
Cyphershire raises her hand and says, I've used some spell energy. I could use a long rest, though I still have quite a bit of power left.
I think... Go ahead.
There's some stuff I could do that'll help us in the next fight if we sit still for a while, so I'm for that.
Long rest it is, then.
The captain nods and says, Alright, I'm going to check on Sergeant Edelweiss and the troops. I'll be back and forth.
Eliana will take the first watch then, if giving y'all kind of a chance to rest up.
First thing I'd like to do would be to read this spell scroll to figure out what it is. The second level one I just got.
Okay. You have Arcane Crook, right?
Yep.
Okay. This spell is... Hold on. This spell is the spell Unholy Frenzy.
That's a real friendly name.
I will read it to you.
All right.
The nature of the creature determines the effects of the spell. That is the first line. For the undead, select a number of undead creatures up to half your spellcasting modifier. The movement speed of these creatures is now doubled for the next 10 minutes. In addition, they gain 1d4 plus 1 attack actions to be rolled individually at the beginning of each of their turns until the spell ends. For fiends, select a number of fiendish creatures up to half your spellcasting modifier. The movement speed of these creatures is now doubled for the next 10 minutes. In addition, they gain 1d6 attack actions to be rolled individually at the beginning of each of their turns, in addition to their normal attack actions, until the spell ends. All other creatures, select a number of creatures up to half your proficiency modifier. The movement speed of these creatures is now doubled for the next minute. In addition, they gain an additional attack if they take the attack action. The spell only lasts for 1 minute. Once the spell has ended, these creatures suffer a level of exhaustion. For the caster, if the spellcaster is not an evil-aligned creature, then they must make a sanity saving throw to cast the spell. The DC is 15. Upon failure, the spell only affects the caster.
All right.
So, I'm going to put that on the ground for you to pick up. I think you need to be next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, do we have anybody here that can actually read that?
Yeah, he can.
I mean, not read it, but I mean learn it or use it.
Oh, all of you can. I mean, I don't restrict spell learning from... So long as you have the ability to do magic, you can learn magic so long as you spend enough time doing it. Wizards have it easier, though. They can do it much faster than, say, Ben or Praxia.
Yeah. Okay, because I remember we got those scrolls earlier on when Connor was still here. That at the time it's like, well, you can't. You need Connor to learn these since he's the wizard, and then he can teach you how to do them or something. So I didn't remember exactly how that works.
Yeah, it just takes longer if there isn't someone who understands, has an easier time, like a wizard, right? Because wizards are, at the very least, the ones that are most practiced at deciphering this kind of stuff. Because it's part of their class features. For you guys, it would just take a lot longer to learn it.
Because wizards are nerds.
Yeah. But you still can, it just takes a while, so...
Okay, that makes sense.
Speaking of... that was the other thing I wanted to do, was spend as much time as I could this evening starting to learn one of the sword rain scrolls.
Sure, yeah.
It was an Arcana check last time?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Because it is level 3, you will need 3 successful Arcana checks. The DC is... Sorry, I'm having a lot of brain stoppage, and the puppy is taking up a lot of mental RAM. She keeps checking on me. The DC is 8, plus the level of the spell, which is 3, so it's 12. So it's not too hard, but you gotta succeed 3 times.
8 plus 3 is 11, right?
It is 11, yes. Sorry.
Just checking. I didn't want Ben to suffer.
Sorry, it's my brain stoppage.
No worries.
I know, but that's why we take care of you.
I will make the. I'll be juicing myself for this, but I will make the first roll this evening.
Okay. I need to fix the window. First one's good.
All right.
And this will take you all 3 of these will take you the whole long rest.
I don't want to incur. Would that be a save against exhaustion or automatic exhaustion?
It would be automatic exhaustion because you didn't sleep at all.
In which case, I'll stop there at the end of the evening and then go for the rest after one. If it's possible to put it away and start again later.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I will mark down 1 out of 3.
Now, did we have more than one of those, or only one of them?
We did have more than one.
Yeah, you have 2 of them.
Okay, so theoretically, I could try learning one of those too.
Yeah. If Ben passed one to you, yeah.
Sure, I can do that.
Would you rather I learn that? Would you rather I try learning that, or try learning that new spell that you just found?
I'm not telling you about that one.
Okay, you're not telling me about the spell. Okay, so I don't know you found a scroll. Okay.
No. But Sword Rain is far too deezed to pass up. Anyways.
Yeah. Okay. So I will roll that here in just a moment. I can roll 1 now and the other later. I can roll. I can do that when I'm. That roll kind of when it's my turn to do watch. And I don't know which watch I end up with, so.
Thank you, honey.
In terms of a watch schedule, Ben will aim to get a watch with Lillian.
Fine by me.
So I think the order right now is Lieutenant, then
Yep.
Ben and Lillian, and then I guess Praxia and or Mordecai.
That works.
Yeah.
Praxia, you'll need to pick up the scroll. So I moved you so you can do that.
Okay, I'll do that.
So you are 1/3. I'm gonna change your spell scroll to 1/3 learned.
Right.
So.
And I need to roll you said a Arcana check, right?
Yes.
And I roll that with disadvantage still, right?
Yes, because your ability checks are still at disadvantage.
Once I sleep, though, I'll feel better. That's okay. A 17 and a 19 plus my bonus.
Your speed will be up more, but you still have disadvantage. So 26 is good. And it's a pretty nasty spell, especially if you have the channeler feature. So, which is a Valgast feature.
Or if you have somebody doing crowd control for you.
Well, that's what it is. It's crowd control. So.
Very cool.
All right, shall we begin the watch?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
All right. So Mordecai's last, if I recall. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
What am I rolling for watches?
Rolling for watches is generally perception checks.
Perception? Okay.
So that you can see or hear enemies and threats coming before they arrive.
What? I heard nothing.
Amazing. A 5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
This place is just spooky, man. You're just...
Well, like,
just
you
having
still
the
can't
hardest time.
see, right?
Yes.
Nope,
she's-
you got dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Oh, now you do.
Yeah, how long does that last?
8 hours.
Okay, so it'll fade at the end of the long rest. Okay. All right.
Lillian and
Yep. Lillian.
Ben?
Lillian and Ben.
All right.
And
Perception check.
Ben, you're busy trying to learn this, and you're like, wow, this is interesting. Swords falling from the sky.
Indubitably.
Do we get advantage here because we're both on watch, or?
Only one of you would get advantage if one of you was using the help action. But Ben is technically busy.
Yeah. I will cast guidance though, so add a d4.
Good old guidance. Come on.
13.
Not bad.
Other than just how unsettling this place is, you don't hear or see anything out of the ordinary.
Partway through the watch, Ben is going to use wild. Like basically, it's once I've done my learning for the night, Ben is going to use Wild Companion to summon just a small owl to here and sort of look at Lillian and say, "Mind if I talk to you over here for a second?"
Well, all right. And let me just figure out how to move my damn... Nope, that's not what I want. Come on. There you go. There you go. Okay, where are we moving?
Right, just right down here.
Yeah. There we are. Cool.
Hoot.
Ben is going to, keeping his back turned to the group, produce from their pack, hidden pocket, this small black ichor in a small vial. Hey, they said you're a quartermaster, right?
Correct, I am. And what's that you've got there?
Well, it's a material good that I recovered during our reconnaissance of this place. I'm an alchemist myself, but
Oh.
this thing, it's... I can't exactly elucidate what it does properly. I was wondering, our last quartermaster knew a lot about everything. I was wondering if you might have a similar expertise.
It does so happen that I am rather experienced in this field. Where'd you find this?
That library where the books all drive you crazy?
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I didn't read any of the books. I saw the alchemical setup. I saw basically an almost complete product and just collected it, really.
What was the setup like? Can you describe it to me?
Ben will give a pretty accurate description of the setup. It was a pretty standard, though fancy alchemical laboratory. The only remarkable feature was a giant vat of acid.
Well. All that, and it just made this much.
Yeah. When I look at it with my own expertise, it says it's poisonous, but also, well, it'll do something else. Think it'll make you stronger? Do you have any idea?
All right. Lillian will produce her own alchemy kit, which I believe I do have. And she will start to run some tests. What should I be rolling for that? Arcana?
What is your thought process here? What are you thinking would be most apt for figuring out what this chemical is? Do you think it is more of an arcane potion, or do you think it is more of a chemical potion?
I think that my guess, honestly, is going to start with... Before, actually, I will ask, and you have magical expertise, is that correct?
Probably.
Probably.
For legal purposes, I cannot confirm or deny the presence of any druidic magic.
Ah, right. Understood. Well, did you notice anything of an arcane nature nearby?
Besides the books that teach you how to make it, and drive you crazy in the process, the potion itself is powerful. It has some magic in it, I'm pretty sure.
Right, man. So I think that's enough to make her start from a position of magical investigation.
Okay. So go ahead and you may roll an Arcana check in this case.
What? Stop it. There we go. I'm still guided?
Yeah, I'll guide again for this.
Okay.
$22 is pretty good. Because you have some actual expertise in this is not unlike your mutagenic compounds. However, it is far more advanced. It is mind-blowingly more advanced, but it is incredibly dangerous. You know that your mutagenic compounds have drawbacks, some that are a little bit more harmful than others. You have no idea how harmful this is. You also know that it is extremely transformative. But you don't know what the exact nature of that transformation would yield. You just know that were someone to imbibe this, they will definitely be different afterwards if they survive the process. Big if.
Right. You haven't had any of it yet.
No.
Has anyone else sampled this or is aware of it?
Well, because the books drive you mad, our bard there, Sergeant Praxia, she read one and now is obsessed with making it.
Right. Well, that's a big fat fucking no-go on that one, I would say.
What does it do?
This here will turn you into something, not sure what, but that's if you survive.
I see.
Given that it seems to be found in a library of creepy, definitely arcane books, I would say that that's a no on any attempt at replication outside of extremely tightly controlled facilities.
Should I pour it on the bones?
No, you should not. You should leave that with me.
I did ask your help. All right.
I do have experience, and you have my word that until I'm a little more certain of its functions, I won't be pouring this out willy-nilly. Is your sergeant going to be a problem?
I don't know. The compulsion to talk about it strikes at the oddest times.
Huh.
But they are eminently curious, so if you find something else for them to focus on, usually that works.
Ben, is it?
That's my name.
Ben, may I ask you something of an indelicate question?
Sure.
And Lillian leans in close, and she goes, "What did you lot do that the captain is this furious already?"
You recall we don't have a quartermaster?
Aye.
Certain elements everybody's got a past, don't like talking about. Some people wouldn't stop talking about it, and it led to our quartermaster leaving.
Well, that's a crying shame.
Don't get me wrong, you seem quite competent, but they were. You see this staff? And Ben will show you the staff of the Woodlands. Would Lillian know about the Farlota family of druids that like controls all druidic magic in Cruinth?
They're fairly famous, much like any of the major noble families, so would have passingly heard of them.
In passing.
This is, well, technically, it's a illegal replication of one of their staves of office. It's a It's real powerful, and he made it in 3 days.
You know, I'm reasonably confident in my own abilities, but aye, that is a shame you lost him.
It is. So, needless to say, Captain's not happy about it. Nor am I, really. But not exactly in the position to lose any more people.
Aye, well, I suppose I can understand that too.
Go on, take the potion. And I put it on the ground. Or, well, I'm giving it to you, but mechanically I put it on the ground. Just double click it.
Okay. Boop, boop. Oh, wait, that's not the... I'm trying to click it, but it's not.
Oh, you gotta be next to it.
Like here?
Yeah.
I'm clicking it, nothing. Oh, it's this thing, okay. I'm going to take... Perfect. Appreciate your honesty.
That's the one thing I have been known for. Except for, well, obviously, you seem to be on the up and up, but no, not mention the druid stuff to anybody else. Don't need mentioning to.
The what stuff? No.
Exactly. Thank you.
Of course.
It's been nice, I won't lie. Being this far underground, away from anybody else, you can kind of do what you want.
Is that something you look forward to? Doing what you want?
Really feels like you're leading me into a trap, but I suppose everybody wants to do what they want. Or they wouldn't want it otherwise.
Well, there's no trap, I can tell you. But it just strikes me as odd that you would express that desire, then go and join the military.
Oh, you think I'm here willingly?
Aye, that's fair enough.
It was me or my mother. My mother could keep my family alive a lot better than I can. She was a much more powerful druid. So, I'm here instead.
And what's your expertise exactly?
Technically, I was a basic healer. And then I didn't die at Creeping Crag.
Nicely done.
What about you? What do you want?
What do I want? That's an interesting question. Suffice it to say, we all have our purpose, I believe. I just happen to be aware of mine. This'll be the best way to see it done. What I really want in the immediate, though, is to make sure you and this unit gets what it needs to do as we're commanded. So that way, we don't have a captain with a terrifying weapon looking near fit to start summary executions. Aye?
Hey, absolutely. Here, here.
Great. I suppose you haven't told her about your little discovery.
The potion?
Hmm.
No, I haven't really had a moment alone with her without the Sergeant Praxi around.
And if you did, would you?
Oh, absolutely. You just got here. I've been the one to tell people, to tell the captain when some shit's fucked up. Believe me. Ask Mordecai.
Hi, Mordecai. Have you worked with him long then?
Well, since Creeping Crag.
Is he reliable?
More or less. He's has a tendency to believe that he's at fault for everything in the world.
Well, but he can be relied upon.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sergeant.
Of course. You know anything about that lieutenant?
Aye. Liana has a decent enough head on her shoulders. Sometimes you have to take orders from folks you rightly know are shitheads, and I wouldn't count her among their number. Wee bit reckless of late, though. Just give that an eye. I'd count it as a personal favor.
Of course. It's my job to keep people alive.
Terrific.
In any case, better let the owl off his shift.
Very good.
Ben will come back, nod, thank the owl, feed him a treat, and release him.
The owl puffs into smoke. Right, is that the end of both of your watches?
I'd say so.
Okay.
Same here.
And then the last one was Mordecai's watch, yes?
Indeed.
Mordecai and Proxia.
Okay, Praxia. You can also roll perception if you'd like.
I spend part of my time studying, remember?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, you may not.
And so now that I spend... So I assume there's still time left in my watch after my studying.
Well, no, because the watches aren't very long, and you need enough time to sleep.
Okay, then... Okay, so Ben just didn't sleep then.
No, yeah, Ben didn't sleep in his part of the watch. He studied and then talked to Lillian.
Oh,
But he's gone back to sleep because it's now your and Mordecai's watch. The watches get broken up into thirds.
yeah, I just didn't know, since he was able to study and then have a conversation, if I was able to study and then do something.
You could have a conversation, but you wouldn't be able to do a thing. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, because he didn't get to do an extra thing either.
Okay, so then I just need to wait till Mordecai's here to have said conversation.
Yes, if you'd like. He should be here soonish as a player.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can say, yeah, so that conversation can exist whenever he appears.
Okay. Then we will scooch time up to the end of watch, which is 8:30 a.m. Everyone may roll a long rest.
Yay! I'm in favor of that.
Actually, if there's one thing I could do at the end of my watch,
What's that? So long as it's not a thing.
no, it's 3 actions. I would like to use the remainder of my 3rd and 2nd level spell slots to recast Dark Vision on Eliana, the captain, and Mordecai.
Okay.
Because because it's another. If an 8-hour watch, 8-hour rest is broken up into thirds, then they'll have like 5 hours worth of Dark Vision in the morning.
Right.
And that's all. Thanks.
Yep, that works. Okay. You didn't want to cast a spell, did you, Praxia? Because a spell's a different story. Because that's only like 6 seconds or 10 minutes to cast. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that was the case.
No, you probably have an idea what the plan was.
To go to a place and do a thing?
Exactly.
Yeah, you wouldn't have had the time to be able to do that if you wanted to sleep and study.
So. Yeah, I'll have to find some time later to accomplish that. And
yeah,
since apparently our even out of character, apparently our druid wants to make this difficult.
Okay, I don't like that one, so I'm just gonna do it this way. So, no. God damn it, DAE. Why aren't you here? Why aren't you here when I need you? It's the goddamn thing. Alright, exhaustion 1. Okay. Alright, you are at 1 level of exhaustion. You have disadvantage on ability checks. So you went down from exhaustion 2 to exhaustion 1.
Yay!
Yay! Alright.
Making progress.
Yeah! It is now morning, technically. You guys have no idea what time it is because you've been underground for so long. But you've all slept some. You've had a nice rest. So it is now your scene again. Captain stretches and says, "Okay, let's go ahead and get everything moving, shall we?"
Certainly, Captain.
Okay, yeah. So she then says, "All right, Eliana, go ahead and take point. The rest of you fall in behind her, and I'll bring up the rear."
Aye, Captain.
D, I think you're muted still.
I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, the funny thing is that I was talking through that, and it felt like it was.
Did you feel like you were being acknowledged or not acknowledged?
Well, because I was like, yeah, Captain, why don't I take the front? And then Corvexia went, yeah, Eliana, you take the front.
So that just worked out, huh?
Liliana, do you want to be up here with me? I just know Rec isn't your
It's
rocket.
Lillian.
Or Lillian, do you want to rock? You want to walk? Come up here with me?
Sure.
Alrighty.
I'll move Mordecai.
I need my emotional support, Blood Hunter. Good deal.
As we get moving, Ben will stick right in the middle
Cool.
and produce the staff to weave some shadows around us to give us pass without trace.
Ooh. So if you want to roll stealth, you may, and you'll take a +10 bonus to it.
Yep.
Have y'all been down to our right?
Neither way on this one.
The
Okay.
unexplored region is to your left.
Yeah, I think that's probably the move.
Do we all roll stealth then?
If you'd like.
Oh, yes. Good idea.
I suppose I will roll stealth for Matsumoto. Boy comes out of it with a 30. Alright, time for Cypher Shine.
Now, why does he still have disadvantage?
Because of his armor.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, nope, that was the wrong kind of check. Sorry, Cypher Shine. There you go. Yep, that seems right. And... Captain? Wow.
Damn.
First time in her entire life she's stealthy. Crow. And Mordecai. Disappears completely from existence. Okay.
How about Crow?
Crow's already.
Oh, you
rolled.
did Crow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you add it? That should be an 18. Let me. Add
It should be an 18. That's my bad.
Let me add it. Yeah. Because that counts. Because there's a system property for your character when you roll a stealth check that is your roll, and there are things that passively check against that. So.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, like traps and other stuff. So.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay. Scene's yours, guys. Go ahead and roll out as you wish.
All right. We had an up or down.
I say.
Up.
Well, right first, because that's just back the way we came.
Just to see.
Yeah. All right, let's move. Lillian, you moving?
There we go.
Conga line. I'm gonna leave the conga line here. Because it's just, it's a lot to manage. And I will move them when it becomes necessary.
Oh, this just loops right back around, gang.
All right, clear? We're good.
We're clear. All right, conga line round 2.
Now right back to the conga line. Do.
Oh, are we even gonna be able to get through this little? Oh, back over here. Up we go.
Yep.
Jump scare. It's you don't see her. You don't see this creature. Jump scare.
Oh, it's her.
Yeah, you don't see this creature. If Mordecai had arrived, he would be jump scared by her. Ah! That was my plan, was to freak him out, but he isn't here.
Fair enough. All right, we've got a little alcove up here that feels like it should have something in it, but it doesn't.
Oh,
Nothing on the walls?
Oh, there should be something right here. Hold on. Yes,
see
Praxia, as you pass by this relief, there's claw marks upon the script that reveal some kind of writing.
Writing! Yay!
Yes.
Which I will need to enable myself to read.
Yes. It is. Do you read High Demonic?
With comprehend, yes.
I read High Demonic now.
I do now. Motherfucker, this is why we have comprehend languages. Why did he go straight through that wall? Oh, that's because there's 2 spaces there. Okay. That's why he went straight through that wall.
It's the same High Demonics that I read before.
Yes, it is. I'm just moving tokens, that's all.
That's okay. I'm making sure to open my journal page so I have a place to put it.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and send this to you, but I will read it for the benefit of stream. And
okay.
It says, beware, faithful, for this challenge is twofold. Pass through the maze of the damned and collect the blood of the innocent. Once claimed, let no other champion of the Darkbringer touch it. Let no drop of blood fall until the chosen place. Then let's spill all the vessel's charge upon the marble for the damned soul, and destroy them. Be not afraid of failure should your metal not be enough for this test. You shall join in it for eternity.
Cool. That sounds like... Okay. Let's proceed, but let's be very cautious about it, because I have a feeling we're going to run into some sort of fucking puzzle with that.
Before we continue, there's one thing I forgot to do, which is I have a new feature. That's an odd number. Oh dear. Ben,
what's the new feature?
Bentley quickly consults this strange crystal, looks at it, looks at the stars somehow reflected in it, and says, "Whoa." That's the omen for today. It's whoa.
It's bad.
Oh.
It's bad, guys. It's bad.
Really helpful, yeah. All right, should we keep It sounds like we're walking into a maze is the problem.
Would it be possible to see the text just like written down for me to read out of character? Because I
Oh yeah.
The
that'd be great.
processing.
Thank you so much.
I'll just put it in our group chat. That's what I'll do.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'll just
There
put
it
that
is.
there. I'll just do that. Here we go.
It's in the Foundry chat. Proxia happily repeated it so that way it would be rememberable.
I
Once
dump
claimed.
this every once in a while. You know that.
Yeah, but I mean it's there for Lee at the moment. If he wants to
Alright.
copy it.
I suspect we gotta find something. Very possibly a chalice.
Full of blood or something very similar to blood.
As soon as we grab it, I suspect since we're not the other champions of the Darkbringer, something else is gonna show up.
Okay, let's find what we're looking for first. Figure out where we need to take it before touching it at all.
No, I think this whole place is assuming that we are the champions, the Darkbringer. Otherwise, we would have been slaughtered to begin with, or we would have needed to slaughter each other or something of that sort. Because theoretically, if we weren't champions of the Darkbringer, we shouldn't be here, according to the first text that we ran into.
Well, they also warned the other champions of the Darkbringer to beware the false among you. I think it's gonna be hard-pressed that if they're not expecting this to be a challenge, if it's just a maze, the challenge wouldn't be twofold. We gotta be ready as soon as we find whatever we're looking for someone to try and come and take it from us.
Oh, no, the challenge is twofold because we need to navigate the maze with the maze of the damned, which does that mean that there's some beasties in this maze that are the damned that are going to try to kill us?
Oh, probably. But I
Yeah.
still think as soon as we find it, something's gonna happen.
I think either way, proceed with caution and we don't touch anything until we know the full area layout, more or less, as much as we can. All right, stay together. Oh yeah, that's a maze. All right.
Is there anything in this alcove?
No, there isn't.
Okay, because it's strange that it's there.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I was interested.
Yep, there's nothing there.
I wonder if we have to end up bringing something. If something will pop out and we have to bring something back there, maybe. I just want to kind of go over all the way to the left here to see how much I can see.
I mean, that is the way to solve a maze, ain't it? All left turns?
Well, there's another
How about
there's
Go ahead.
another little alcove here, but I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but I
Oh.
can see through the wall here. Is that purposeful?
Oopsie.
Oh no.
You
meanwhile,
know,
how about this
I
alcove?
drew so many walls in that section. I missed one. Sue me.
Oh,
How about
boy.
this alcove?
There's nothing there. These are very WYSIWYG.
It almost
the-
feels. I think the walls are gonna start shifting on us.
I get the distinct impression that there's gonna be a lot of pointless empty alcoves in a maze.
It seems par for the course for mazes.
Yeah.
It's amazing how that happens.
Mm.
Oh boy.
Grumble, grumble, pun, grumble.
Love it.
Hey, Praxia, don't get too far ahead.
And I'm staying within visibility of everybody else.
You literally just went out of my sight line.
I just walked around the other side of the cross-shaped pillar in the middle of the room.
Yeah. There's something up to the north here too.
Oh, did you see that whole room?
No. I can just see that there's a path northward.
Oh, okay.
I can get through up there. Is that?
Praxia, get over here.
That's fine, yeah.
I'm just on the other side of the pillar again, making sure there's nothing behind the pillar.
Eliana will call out, we've got dead bodies, to try to get the rest of the party's attention.
It's interesting when you look down, and that is more or less a pit, too. It's about 10 feet recessed into the floor, and there's some details I should read to you real quick.
Oh, great.
Yes.
There's nothing in this place, right?
No. As you begin to step into this area, you find that there is a recess in the floor. And the stone there is different. A brilliant white, porous, but colored like marble. Stop moving the ground, guys. Polished to a high sheen. Within the recessed space, there are well over a dozen skeletons. Perhaps those that tried this challenge before and failed. So to kind of more accurately describe what is going on here, there is a very highly polished, clear floor. Hi, Darrow. Welcome. Which set within the stone itself, below the stone, or inside of it, are the skeletons and the bodies and the blood and the weapons and everything. So it's almost like they have been absorbed or were set in there to begin with. And you can see them through the stone.
See the skeletons and their armor or weapons or whatever that they were carrying through the stone.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Like they've been embedded there. Okay.
Yep.
It's like a mirrorment, right?
What was that?
It's like a mirrorment, right? Like when you set it, some cultures used to like kind of set the bodies of their dead into like stone.
I did not know that. That's fascinating.
Have them be part of walls or other building spaces, usually in mausoleums or temples.
Okay. Can we get a sense? I just want to get a better view of the whole room. I guess, can we get a sense of... Okay, so there's kind of like a staircase over here.
Yes. Darrow, I assume you're logging in. You're able to move.
I'm here.
But we can't see any sort of...
Is everyone else in the other room over there?
Yes.
Okay.
I would not go in just yet.
They're in here.
Yeah? Okay.
They're in here, yeah.
I would not go into the pit, is what I mean.
Yeah, I'll ignore the pit.
Yeah, I take a look from here and try to see if there's anything, if I notice anything else about it other than what we've had described to us.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check if you'd like.
And then meanwhile, what's the thing behind me on the wall?
That's from the relief on the other side before. That's just part of the doodad. So.
Okay, so it's nothing important.
No. Can you not get by the captain? Darrow?
I can't see a way in. Am I missing something?
Oh yeah, you got to go through the maze a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, come on, Crow.
Where did the good boy go? There he is.
Yeah, thank you. Wasn't letting me move him with me.
He's not letting him move him?
I got him. It's all good.
Okay. You're a little low. Let me turn you up.
Also, we would have warned you not to step on the
platform.
pure white marble with the skeletons.
It's a good 10. Yeah. It's a good 10-foot fall, so you'd hurt yourself on the way down.
I'll avoid doing that if I can.
Yes. Praxia, as you're kind of looking at the skeletons and such in the floor there, you swear they're all looking at you right now.
Of the weapons and armor that are in there, I mean, can we get a sense of What is there any sort of house crests on any of that armor? Is there any sort of sense of who some of these people were, how old they might be?
Make a perception check and
Yeah.
go ahead and do a history check as well, if you'd like, as a follow-up.
Perception. And history. 1 second. Oh!
Yeah.
Nat
Wow.
20!
21. Okay.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
So these are armed and armored warriors. They do not bear any crests that you recall from any of the noble houses of Krunth or any of their neighbors. These weapons are all semi-styled as Krunthian weapons, though they have all changed in some fashion to be more wicked, either to cause more pain, or to maim their foes, or to do more harm than necessary, such as inflict incredible blood loss or exsanguinate their foes. There are some skeletons there that are just carrying large hooked weapons. There are crests that have been like defaced and scratched out, or like they've had like pieces of iron welded over them, not welded, but like bolted over them and such, to like cover up and change allegiance and that sort of thing. Hi, puppy. Yes, you're a good baby. Yes, you're a wiggle worm. That sort of thing where they've forsaken whatever their prior allegiances were to the point where it is no longer recognizable and have since become aligned with something else. As for when, these sets are from all throughout history.
Okay.
They date all the way back to probably the founding of Corinth, which is several hundred years ago.
I guess what I'm assuming from that description then, it's not like these were all set here at once. These have been added over time if it's all throughout history.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I also make said history check?
Your perception skill check was not high enough.
Okay. So I can't tell what they're wearing. I somewhat impulsively grab a crossbow bolt and kind of toss it down there, and see if see what happens if it hits the floor or anything of that sort.
It clatters across the floor noisily, but nothing else happens.
Ben would like to take a look at the rock itself, and just from its pattern and shape and all of that, try and ascertain if it's a naturally formed rock that's been manipulated with magic, or if this is a completely foreign material.
Okay, make a nature check.
All right.
You
25.
You recognize the material, but it is not natural to this world. From your vision from before, when you tried to connect with the stars when you first got here, you remember a stone like this in the depths of the domain that you descended into.
That stone's from hell.
Sorry, Sergeant. Did you say from hell?
Succinctly put.
Yeah. I had a vision of hell. They had stone like that there.
You had a... And when did you have a vision of hell?
When I first got here. You know.
Right.
Are you magically sensitive? A lot
In
of people
some
have
ways.
visions. It's the reason I told you not to do any divination magic.
Right.
You open your mind here, you see hell.
A puppy.
Aliana's gonna point out the near kind of two skeletons in the stone and basically tell the rest of the group. These men were all either cruel or forsaken in some way, that's... If the plaque at the front talked about the blood of the innocent and the maze of the damned, I think we're more likely than anything looking at the damned.
What makes you say that, Lieutenant?
Hell of a way to die, isn't it?
And this is, well, it's a kind of marble. Hell marble, but a marble nonetheless. We're supposed to fill the vessel's charge upon the marble for the damned soul.
Fill the vessel charge. Maybe we don't have the vessel then.
I think it might be at the other end of the maze.
Let's give it a shot. Back out we go, conga line.
As we're turning around, I'm gonna look at my demon sugar mommy and ask, can you confirm that that's stones from hell?
She nods.
Any other nuggets of insight here?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're very quiet.
You're extremely
Oh,
quiet.
sorry. Am I? Oh,
Yes.
I know why. I said, any other nuggets of insight you might be willing to lend us?
Gotta learn how to do a stage whisper, man. You're still really quiet. I'm pushing you to 125%. I'm still having trouble hearing you. I don't know. She says, well, your lieutenant has the right of it. You'll need the other side of what's at the other end of the maze. From what I put together, I want you to know, you're in a place that is very adjacent to Vextarak. So much so that you are rubbing against its boundaries. Be careful, Mordecai.
Can I roll a perception to sort of catch Mordecai asking these questions?
Where are you right now?
Oh, you came after us.
I thought we were all kind of keeping together, but that's okay.
No, Mordecai stayed behind in the Bloody Marble area. So,
Okay, never mind that. We'll save it for another time.
yeah. You guys are very much split up at the moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We can hold up and wait for the rest of the folks.
Yeah,
I got over eager.
I can't let my lieutenant run off. She keeps doing that, and she can't always see, and it is like it's just extra psychic damage every single time.
Sorry, Lee. We're just bumping into each other. Oh, sorry. Just nothing but elbows.
Ben is like, Ben knows. So Ben's just like looking at you whenever you have a shifty conversation with yourself, and is like,
We can wait up. I can be patient. Therapist.
Alright, because Praxia cannot, I'm going to go ahead and read this. Praxia is incapable of being patient.
You've noticed.
Yes, I have noticed. So you arrive, and there is an altar here in front of you. Yeah, it's zooming in on its own, so just wait. It's just waiting for everybody to catch up.
Cool.
That's what the camera's doing right now. There is a bowl on top of this altar, and it is filled with a coagulated, dried blood.
All right, who's got the best balance?
So it's been here a while.
Mordecai is pretty dexterous.
I wonder, is there anything we could put a...
Let's see, what's your dex bonus?
Are you asking me or Mordecai that?
Well, that's a good question. Mordecai would not know what a dex bonus is.
Out of character, Go ahead. What were you saying, Ben?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, who? Okay. It's +3 out of character.
Yeah, you're. I figured you were probably better than I was. Hence why I was not volunteering.
Balance is more saving throws anyway, and Mordecai is a +6, so. Yeah, so there is a altar here. It is filled with dried out coagulated blood, and it's interesting to look at. It's got some strange symbology all over it, and metal work on it.
What can I roll to figure that out?
Arcana would be the appropriate roll for this.
Is there any text?
No, there's no text as far as you can tell.
But I can make the Arcana check.
Yes, you may.
Okay.
All right.
Ben, could you throw me a guidance?
Certainly.
Beaut. Come on.
These are these are comparable skill checks. So what this altar has on it is a spell that produces the blood of the innocent. It creates the blood of the innocent within it, and then puts it somewhere. That's what you figure out just by examining it. You can check. You can see that this metalwork is actually runes that are enchanted. So the whole object itself that is sitting there is enchanted, including the bowl.
Is the bowl attached to the altar?
Yes, it is attached to the altar, but it looks like it can be removed.
So you have to take the whole damn thing.
It's well, the bowl is mechanically attached. You can just looks like you can just twist it, and then you can pull it off.
Is there anything that I might have encountered or like heard about something like this before? Who this possibly denotes to?
This would be a religion check.
Okay. Well, I'll give it a go. I'll take the guidance.
I think I figured out why I'm so quiet, by the way.
What's that?
Oh. There we go. 14.
Because sonar had me turned way the hell down.
Yikes. Yeah, so this is probably, because this place is very aligned with darkness and such, this whole place, this is probably some kind of spell related to Vextrax demons. It is probably a spell that is, aligned with Nehemeth, the
And
Darkbringer.
So Nehemeth is the Darkbringer, and the Vextrax is like a place?
Vextrax is the hell that he resides in.
It's his hell. Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
The hell what the marble came from. The hell what Ben saw.
So you saw
the hell with infinite darkness, kind of like this place.
The marble for the damned soul and destroy them. Be not afraid of failure. I suppose there's not much else for it other than to carry it back, huh?
Indeed.
Alright.
Catraxia suddenly appears next to Mordecai,
Yes.
and she says, "Clean the damn thing out, you fool."
Clean it out.
Yes, it's dried. You think that's going to seep into anything?
Clean it?
Did you? Sorry, what?
You want me to clean it? You just said the word clean it.
Oh, if you're, I suppose, yeah. I was just thinking, it's.
now I want to roll that perception check.
Sure, yeah.
I think Mordecai's onto something. I mean, we're supposed to pour the blood of the innocent. That stuff isn't going to pour anywhere.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, it looks like he just had an epiphany, because you don't receive any. You're not your senses aren't. You don't have magical senses to begin with because you're not a spellcaster. But your senses are very heightened, and so you kind of get a shiver up your spine. And then he says, you know, the thing out of nowhere, clean it. And it seems like he has like some kind of like either real quick grasp of things, or he's like being informed. And when you're thinking about that, you get a very morose wail, and a voice says, and everybody hears this voice, "We're gonna die, aren't we?"
Lillian closes her eyes, and she takes a deep breath, and she counts backwards from 10 very, very quietly.
Whose voice did we hear?
Yeah, can we? What's the direction of the voice?
It's kind of like just behind Lillian.
What the hell?
Oh, you would know about this.
Oh, I would.
Yes, because you've spent enough time with Lillian. This is a ghost that constantly haunts her.
Amazing.
And it is depressive and morose and fatalistic.
And a real pain in the fucking arse.
I think in that case, Eliana will kind of look back to Lillian in an attempt to kind of ease the tension. It'll just be like, hey, can you ask her to settle down for... oh my god, I'm slipping into the same thing that you're doing.
We're all Irish here.
Ask her to settle down, maybe? I can't get out of it now, so that's fun.
Could you most kindly stuff it?
And she just kind of like sinks against the wall and just starts crying incessantly.
Oh,
You're so mean.
and you have got to be, I think, the most annoying, insufferable specter whatever could have. Keep it down. You keep that up and I'll exercise you.
You wouldn't.
I would!
Alright.
Have you looked around? Is this a nice place?
No, that's why we're gonna die.
Oh my
You're saying you can exorcise spirits.
I'm saying I'm willing to give it a bloody try.
Catraxia says, don't even fucking think about it, Mordecai. You can't exercise me.
I reach around and tap on my friendly lute and give it a bit of message. And go, see, you could do things like that too if you happen to pop out of there like his friend, or Mordecai's friend that just helped point out to Mordecai that
Her friend.
we should clean out the bowl.
Yes, Lillian is a woman.
Oh, sorry, her friend. Sorry. Her friend, or Mordecai's friend, who just helped him out so much. You could do that too, you know.
Catraxia says out loud, watching this happen, which no one hears, except for Mordecai. It's real cute that she keeps trying to soothe it and talk to it, when really it just needs to eat.
What would it eat? I'm gonna try to say under my breath so that hopefully nobody hears, but they probably will. Is okay.
Yeah, I mean, under your breath, I'm pretty sure Eliana and Ben and Lillian are gonna hear that. Catraxia says to you while that's happening.
I don't hear it clearly.
You don't hear shit.
It's not the time for one more mouthy spirit, okay?
What did you say there, Sergeant Mordecai?
Of them. You know, now that we've cleaned the bowl, make sure it's filled, and let's do the thing.
No. The eating bit.
I swear it's hard to tell what time it is. It's been so long we've been in here. Is it time for lunch already?
Do I get to have my postponed chat with Mordecai yet? That was postponed until he appeared.
Well, we're kind of in the middle of something, but if you wanna message back and forth about that, you certainly can. If you need to do it now, we can
I was
circle
just
back
going
to it later.
Yeah, I was going to ask him if he had any suggestions about the friendly loot, and given that is currently what Catraxi was talking to him about, which I don't know, I didn't hear.
I want to roll an insight check on Mordecai.
Okay. Let's resolve one thing at a time.
Sure.
Mordecai, Catraxia wasn't around when you two were on watch. She had walked away at the end of the fight and went off somewhere else. You know that her presence is always with you in some fashion, but she wasn't around to answer questions. So if you had tried to question her, she wouldn't have been able to answer.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would just ask Mordecai. It's like, I know you know something's up with my loot. I know that. And I know your friend knows something about it too, and so find out what's up with it. I mean, we can use all the help we can get here. Figure out what I need to do to actually get some help out of it, please. That was the extent of my questioning.
I can confirm that there might be something there if I had a friend that was telling me things, which I don't, clearly. But I'll try and figure it out for you if you'd like.
Yes, please. And so that way, now that when you're wondering, when you're getting laughed at about my loot, now you're given that we've had that discussion before, now it's up to you what to do with Catraxia's comment.
Okay. Now, Lillian, you may roll that insight check.
Can I roll like a contested performance or deception?
Deception would be more apt, so yes. Oh, you don't have to beat very high, I don't think.
I mean, my deception isn't great.
Yeah, I doubt you'll beef this. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. Come on.
There you go.
All right. So I don't think it's that Lillian is deceived by Mordecai, but I do think that she just stares at him, and now she's starting to have this horrible suspicion that maybe he's kind of an idiot.
That's where I was gonna say too.
True.
You think this guy just talks to himself and is a bit of an idiot? Yeah, I think that's perfectly apt.
Oh, I talk to myself in real life.
So do I. It's okay. I I've got brain damage. It's okay. So,
I think as all of this has kind of been going on, Eliana sighs and kind of leans forward to look at Ben, who has cast shape water on the bowl.
Yes, I did.
And goes,
I did see that. Go ahead.
Amazing. And goes, am I good to try to lift this out of here?
1 second, Lieutenant. I got a couple ideas. I always got ideas. But if we're looking for absolute flat surface balance, I could put one of you in one of my floating discs. They just hover over the ground and move.
Can we put the bowl on the disc?
Well, I imagine you'd probably have to sit on the disc holding the bowl, because someone's got to hold it, you know?
Did the instructions explicitly say someone had to hold it?
Well,
it just says the blood can't drop.
It's got to be claimed and nobody else can touch it.
All right. I mean, if nobody else wants to fall on that sword, I'm happy to do it.
So after you clean the bowl out, then it did fill with fresh blood.
Well, actually, I mean, the other thing is, I can keep using my magic to control the movement of the blood, as it's mostly water. And so maybe I should be the one to carry it, you know?
Can you do that while you have the disc out at the same time?
No, but the second option is a bit more reliable in terms of I can literally catch droplets midair.
the expert. I'm fine with that. Oh, Mordecai?
If that's the case, then who's carrying it if we're not doing the spell?
I gotta be the one to carry it, I presume, because if I touch it with my magic, it's like I touched it with my hands.
I should also point out, it's probably best to avoid magic here as much as we possibly can, like I said before, remember?
I recall, but you're hamstringing me. I got one trick, which is several tricks. They're all magic.
Ben's like, I know this one thing. I can do this one thing. Let me do the thing.
Yeah, now
Besides,
we have an extremely curious Proxia over here who's trying to avoid doing something that's possibly really, really stupid.
all right, Ben's gonna enhance ability dexterity and pick up the bowl, ready to cast shape water to keep it in place.
Okay. As you pick up the bowl is quite large. It is as big as it appears on the map there. It's about 4 feet wide. So you will need both hands to carry this.
Right.
Do you need both hands to cast? Can you cast shape water before and then be able to control it after, or do you need to be able to use your hands throughout?
I would need one hand. In which case, the floating disc might be the better option.
The map is WYSIWYG.
Yeah.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. Ben will conjure the floating disc. Basically get people to move back from this center point. Tell Mordecai.
In fact, if I could, I'm wary of a trap or some kind of complication. Can I go ahead as well?
Go ahead to the back to the pit.
Yeah, just to make sure.
I don't think you should go alone, so
Sure.
I think I'll go with you because I'm pretty decent in a fight. Lillian, do you feel good making sure these folks
I
get
mean,
back?
I've got Crow.
As you say, Lieutenant.
All right. Then I'll go back with Mordecai if the group, the Blood Bowl group, wants to go
Blood
behind.
Bowl.
Ben will cast the floating disc, and then with both hands pick up the blood bowl and place it on the floating disc.
Okay, real quick, I want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
The surface of the floating disc. What is it like?
It is a horizontal plane of force.
Okay. When you lift the bowl off the altar, you twist it to unlock it from its position, lift, and you hear a clack as a spike drops out of the bottom. And then when you go to put it on the disc, the spike pushes back into the bowl and the blood all flows out over the disc and onto the floor.
Oh no!
Well, in which case, Ben will drop the bowl to cast shape water to gather the blood.
Okay.
Just to prevent it from touching the floor.
Okay. As you have already lifted it off the altar, there is sort of a whispering sound that you hear, that you all hear.
Oh.
And I'm gonna go ahead and put these things on the board.
Oh no.
And interactions with the bowl will cost you 1 action. These guys are now visible, as they are no longer ethereal. And we are going to go ahead and roll initiative.
Alright.
Fucking knew it.
Oh man, I think we're too far back to the... Oh boy.
Y'all gotta stop spreading out.
Yep. No, bad decision.
And Crow needs to roll.
Yes.
I rolled for him. He got a natural 20.
Oh!
Good
Crow's
for,
on top of it.
good for the boy. What do you want Crow to do?
I can't see these guys. I assume they're near the rest of the group.
Who?
The shadows. Oh wait, there's one. They're like right there, aren't they?
There's one right there.
Oh. Can Crow... He's like in the wall. Can Crow see him? Can I see it?
You can kind of.
I can't.
You can kind of see him.
Then Crow's gonna try to bite the ghost.
Bite that ghost.
Oh, he's not in the wall. Get him, Crow.
He was in the alcove.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do the thing. Ooh.
Nice.
25 hits.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Damage.
And I'm gonna have him use his infused strikes as well for this.
Okay, 8
So-
piercing damage.
Yes, and we were on lightning for his ability, so
Why did I do that?
let's see. Ooh, good rolls.
Oh my god. Be this. Thank you. Okay. And then 5 lightning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it wants to keep setting the hit points to that.
Oh.
And now that I've clicked on it, it's at a totally different hit point value.
Boundary is griefing us.
It is creeping us. I think I'm going to disable a thing that might cause us to reload. Hold on.
Will most likely cause us to reload, right?
Yeah.
I've yet to find anything in Foundry you can enable or disable. It doesn't require you to reload.
This might not require us to reload. God damn it, why does it keep doing that? Alright, there's gotta be something in the fucking console that's telling me that this is an error, right? Okay, so the first hit was what?
The first hit was 8 damage, and the lightning was 5.
Okay. Okay, now it's working. Yeah. Yep, that's what it was. I fixed it. Hooray. Okay. Is that the end of Crow's turn?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're supposed to hide things in the... Never mind. I'm just gonna stop freaking being all bent about this. This shadow comes out of the ground. Crow comes over and bites it. Oh! And it kind of flinches a little bit, and it goes... And then it's going to use its strength drain attack, if I could fucking speak, on Crow.
No.
Who it
Not my boy.
It
No.
cannot really, well, it can see him. Okay, so normal attack. It misses. A 14.
Get wrecked.
That is its turn.
Try to hurt my boy. I'ma get him.
Okay, this guy.
Why can't I move?
Because it's not your turn.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm an idiot. Huh? Ignore me.
Okay, this guy is going to scooch over here. Lillian, you see a ghost. A very black shadow of a ghost kind of float through the air towards you. It is almost blending in completely with the darkness, and it reaches out to touch you with its grubby little hands. It also misses. You kind of juke backwards. This thing's a bit slow. Mordecai, your turn.
Yes. I'm gonna fuck this thing up.
Nobody touches my crow. So I'm gonna throw a dagger at him, with sharpshooter on.
Okay. So that hits. And this is magical, correct?
Yes.
Okay, 17 points of magical piercing damage. Okay.
And is he still alive?
Yes, it's still floating there.
Oh well, fuck that. We're gonna end that real quick. I'm gonna hit him with I'm debating if I want to do sharpshooter again or not. Yeah, why not?
Nope.
Ripperoni. All right, and that I think is gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Do I? Okay, not my turn yet. Okay.
No, it's Captain Korvaxi's turn. She waits. She is guarding Cyphershai and the Shogun. Korvaxia, your turn.
Do I see the shadow?
Yes, if you can see it, you can see it.
Yay! So if I can see the shadow, that means I can shoot at it.
Yeah.
And I get advantage since I'm stealth.
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
That's crit.
Yeah, it is a crit. You crit on the shadow. I think this is your first crit in combat.
Yep.
Very nice. Your quarrel passes through the creature, taking a lot of its substance, if you can call it that, with it.
And I'm going to move, or if I change myself from targeting to moving, I will move up to there.
Okay.
And that is it.
Ben, your turn. You have put the blood back in the bowl, but the bowl is still on the disc.
Mm-hmm.
So its valve is still open.
Yeah, Ben will pick up the bowl.
Okay. Valve closes.
And
But that means all the blood's back on the floor now, right?
No, because he put the shape water, he put it in. We're gonna say he was smart enough to do it all at once, so that it
it's
leak
and
back
the
out.
I can hold on to the shape I hold it in lasts for let me double check. The shape I hold it in lasts for 1 hour, actually, technically.
Cool.
And that doesn't mess up your concentration on the disc.
Neither are concentration, actually.
Okay, good. This may just work.
But Ben will say, "All right, new plan. Praxia, hop on the disc if you want a free ride."
Okay, can I hop on the disc now as a reaction, or do I have to wait?
Since you guys share initiative, basically, you can do it now. I'll move you.
Okay, I'll hop on the disc then.
All right. Sergeant Corbett, I'm gonna try and get us this thing done.
Right then.
So 15 feet to here, and the disc will follow me to here. And then another 15 feet to here. You said it was an action or bonus action to interact with the bull?
It is action to interact with the bowl, i.e., put it down, pick it up.
Right. Okay. In which case, I picked it up, so that's my action.
Yep.
In which case, bonus action, I will. Oh, there's shadows.
Well, no, you didn't pick the bowl up this turn. Oh yeah, you did.
I
'cause
did.
It was on the. Well, I mean, you don't have to pick it up since you shaped water, so the water's not going to pour out.
I'm not taking any more risks. Hopefully,
Okay.
just. But I will use my bonus action to Archer Constellation against this one.
Which one? The one here?
The one in front of Lillian.
Okay. Oh, the one in front of Lillian. Okay. Yeah. You don't need your hands for that, do you?
Nope. Ben thinks really hard, and the figure of the star sort of like expands off of his arms and draws back the bow and fires.
Okay. You're also no longer hidden.
Indeed.
I'm no longer hidden either.
Nope, yours dropped automatically when you attacked.
Okay. You gotta
Alas.
love mini QOL.
10 misses.
Yep.
Is that the end of your
All right.
turn?
I think I will, seeing those other ones, will use a little more movement, the last 5 feet to get here.
Okay. Gonna take cover behind this, so only one of them can see you.
Yeah.
You want to transport me while you're at it there, Azuloth, or should I transport myself, even though
Sorry,
it probably won't let me?
Not sure where you're supposed to be.
The disc
I'm
will
on the
follow
di-
me to basically follow behind me to here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm on the disc. So wherever the disc goes.
I just couldn't recall where
okay.
the disc was supposed to be.
Perfect.
Okay. That's fine. Yeah, that happened.
Eliana, your turn.
Yeah, I am going to swear when I start hearing the sounds pick up, and then I'm going to double back about 20 feet over this way, just to see if I can see better what's going on with my comrades.
Spooky ghost.
Spooky ghost there, and another one here that I can see too. So
Yeah.
I'm going to... I have 30 feet of movement?
You should, yes.
I should, yeah.
And
I am
10 feet
going...
of reach.
And 10 feet of reach, yeah. I'm going to do a couple of things here. So I'm going to use the last 30... I'm going to dash, so use the last 30 feet to get over to this guy.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I'm going to action surge as well, actually. That way I can get a hit in. Do I need to press a button for that for action surge?
You could just click the icon next to the,
Yeah.
It should spend a thing for... No, it won't. That's okay. Just go ahead and post it so I know you're using it.
Yep, I went ahead and did it. And then I am going to use the action surge to hit him, hopefully very hard.
Okay.
Cool. And then
do you know how to
Go
use
for
the? Do you know how to use the targeting thing?
the targeting thing? Oh, do I have to target him first?
You don't have to, because I can
But it'll
function as a dungeon master, but it'll do it by itself if you do it. If you do that.
You
I
click
think
them
I've
and press
done it.
T.
Yeah.
Press T.
Yeah, you're good. No, well, you had it.
Cool.
Now you're good. And then when you
Cool.
roll the attack roll, it'll pick it up and do all the stuff and things. So.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Normal. Come on, big money. Absolutely not.
17 still hits though.
Sweet. Damage then. Normal.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Let me
That's
just
your-
double check
You
here.
get
I
2
think that's
attacks.
everything.
You get 2 attacks.
Even though I action surge?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I do.
Attack
Cool.
action, so you get 2 attacks. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Nat 20? No, never mind.
So close.
Yeah.
Still hit?
The good thing is that I hit on fucking everything.
Yeah.
31 damage.
Holy shit.
How did you 31 damage?
Woo!
No.
I don't know.
You might
That's
have-
not right.
You might have clicked.
Critical damage.
You might have clicked critical
I
damage
did.
by accident.
Yeah, I super did. Want me to...
You rolled a
That's
9, and your damage modifier is
That's 6.
6, so 15.
Yeah. That's my bad.
It's okay. All right, that's your attack. Both your attacks, your action surge, your action, and your movement. So you have a bonus
Yes.
action left if you have a bonus action somewhere.
I don't even think I can do anything with the bonus action right now. So I'm going to say that's my turn.
Okay. Next. Oop. Sorry.
Oh.
I accidentally clicked next round, and we're still in round 1. Lillian, your turn. You're not
All right,
because
then.
it's right next to you, and it sees you. And it attacked you.
Yeah, it sure did. All right. Let's activate my Crimson Rite.
Crimson Rite.
It's gonna be the Rite of the Storm.
Mm-hmm.
So we love a lightning damage.
Zerp.
Yeah, and sorry, I need to spend. Oh, that's my blood maledict that I need to use to hurt myself.
I still don't know if it works right, so I think you have to target yourself when you cast it.
You take necrotic damage equal to 1 of your hemocraft die. Okay, that's fine. So let's try that here. Hemocraft die.
Did it not work?
Hemocraft die?
God damn it. Okay, just roll it manually. I'll figure it out later. I'm gonna write a note.
Or sweet hemocraft die. It's 1d6 now.
I'll figure it out at some point.
Alright.
4 damage.
At 41. Alright, cool, but I get some real sick. Yeah, okay, I'll just do this manually. I'm gonna attack this thing with my rapier, which is now nice and awesome. Okay, so why can't I attack with it? What's happening?
There you
Oh,
go.
no, there we go.
Works
There we
for
go.
me.
Okay, cool. 14.
Yeah, 14 hits.
All right.
For some reason, it's working for me, but not for you.
Damage 5. That's cool, and we're gonna add lightning damage to that,
Very cool.
which is gonna be 1. Apologies. It's gonna be 1d6 lightning damage in addition.
Okay. You know, you can roll the d6 if you'd like.
Yes. Yeah.
Big one.
Big money.
Big numbers. All right. We're gonna attack again.
Oh, you have 2 attacks? Oh, yeah, you do.
Blood Hunter.
Yes.
Blood Hunter. I gotta say, Blood Hunter, very cool. Does not transfer or work well in Foundry, apparently.
Foundry is mean to me.
Foundry is mean to you, and you don't deserve it.
No.
Is it letting you roll this time or no?
Sure isn't.
Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it, I guess. 21 hits.
Beauty.
Very good.
Fat money.
And 4 more lightning damage on top of that.
Okay. You destroy it.
Woo!
Nice.
Oh, so that means I can move now. I have movement again. Haha.
Oh.
Beauty. Is there anybody guarding the disc?
Ben's right here. But
Ben's right here.
He's got the bowl, and Praxi
Ben's-
is on
I'm-
the disc.
Yeah.
If you want to come up behind it.
Yeah, I'll come up behind it then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold the rest of my move to move with the bowl, because that's pretty important.
You can't hold movement, unfortunately.
Alas, my tactical options dwindle. Okay, I guess I'm gonna end my turn here then.
The disc technically can seat 2.
Oh. Well, I will not refuse the high ground, so I will climb up onto the disc.
Okay, just for the sake of not having two tokens over top each other, we're gonna leave you right where you are, but remember that you're on top of the disc, and only you remind me, okay?
Got it.
I don't need...
Trust me.
I really don't need a lot of people chirping in my ear at once, because it just confuses my brain.
Understood.
So, next up, we have this guy, who is facing down Eliana. It's gonna try to give you the bad hug.
Yeah.
The bad hug. It reaches towards you with its scary arms, and it touches you.
Ooh, that'll hit, yeah.
It goes right through your armor, grasping at your organs, dealing 11 points of horrible, horrible damage.
Hey.
Yes, you also need to make a... nope, your strength is just reduced. You don't get a save for this. So it just happens.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yep. -3 strength.
Okay.
Yeah, this is one of those low-level creatures that just fucks you. Fucks you up big time. So you're currently at 17 strength. Yikes. Okay. The target strength is reduced by 1d4. What was the reduction lasts until the target finishes a short or long rest? Yeah. You die. You die if your strength reaches 0, by the way. So.
Cool. Is it gonna keep? I guess I don't know. We'll find out.
Your strength will be restored once you short or long rest. It just saps the energy out of you. So
Totally.
Yeah, that's the end of this creature's turn. It is garbling something at you, and you don't understand what it's trying to tell you. And why would you want to? Okay, this creature floats this way. Floats this way, so it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, sneaks up on Mordecai and gives him the bad touch. Out of the corner of your eye, Mordecai, you see a shadowy figure just kind of float towards you with its arms outstretched, reaching towards you, and it kind of bonks into the wall right behind you, and kind of like does a spin in midair, and then eventually rights itself.
Look at this idiot materializing too soon.
Right? The Shogun's turn, doesn't know what's going on, kind of waiting, just kind of hanging out. This one's turn, gonna float over behind you. Eliana. It's gonna just gang up on
great.
you.
Yeah. Cool.
That misses. Slefshai's turn.
Sweet.
She says to the captain, "They're taking a while, aren't they?"
Oh, wait. Never mind, we're good.
What were you gonna say?
I don't think I can do it, actually, so it's all good. I was just taking a look at some maneuvers.
Was it parry?
Riposte.
Oh. You could have riposted.
Yeah,
Or no,
but...
so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Lillian, a shadowy arm reaches around the corner and like grasps through your upper torso, kind of in a rake motion, dealing whenever it wants to load amount of damage. Yeah? No? Maybe? Try again? No? There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Let's try this now. Oh, you had a reaction that it asked for, didn't you, Lillian? That's why it took 30 seconds.
What reaction that I asked for?
Well, when you get hit, do you have any reactions in your features?
If I'm looking at features here, active, passive. Oh, blood curse of exposure, but I haven't dropped that on anybody.
Right. So when you have a reaction, you should get a pop-up, and it'll be asking you if you want to use your reaction. Your strength goes down by 3, by the way. Because it touched you. You're now encumbered. Because you're suddenly weaker.
Oh no!
And yeah, that's the end of this creature's turn. So when you have a reaction...
Actually, wait a minute. Just a quick thing though. I do have the armor of lightning thorns.
Oh yes, you do. So it takes 1d4 lightning damage. Do you want to roll the d4?
I would like to roll the d4.
Okay.
From Hell's Heart, I stab at thee.
So as it reaches across your body, lightning crawls up its arm. It's effervescent, ethereal arm. It's now Crow's turn.
Alright. I am gonna have Crow bite the ghost. Get him, Crow.
Crow rolls a bite attack.
Ah!
16 hits.
He's the goodest boy ever. Alright. And
He kills it. So he bites it and shakes it like a dog does, and then it just kind of dissipates. Oh! He's very proud of himself. Would you like him to move?
he should be. Yes, if he could move to help me fight this one, that would be perfect.
Sure, yeah. Brings us to Mordecai.
Alright, and I am going to stabby stab. So did I risk an attack of opportunity? I think I should. I'm gonna step back.
Okay. It's gonna reach out for you.
It's gonna try.
It misses.
Ha.
That would have been
And I am
that would have been a lot. That would have been 11.
ooh. Jesus. I'm gonna go ahead and toss dagger number 1.
Okay. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
What the fuck?
Ting, ting, ting. It was
Gonna
Gonna toss dag.
It returns back to your hand.
That was what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dagger number 2.
8 total misses. Ding, 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 ding.
And that would be the end of my turn.
Mathematically, sharpshooter is the right choice for this AC, but you're just missing.
You're just fucking it up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
The captain turns to Cypress Shy and says, "They are taking a while, but then again, we know who we're talking about, right?" Cypher Shy says, "Fair enough." Praxia, your turn.
Okay, since I can happily act while I'm putting on a disc. Let's see. Second turn, same as the first. And now, do I have advantage now or not?
No,
Okay.
you're not hidden.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Ooh, good shot. That hits.
For 4 damage. And I tossed some Bardic Inspiration, our friendly compatriot over there who's currently sandwiched between shadows.
It's the knight,
So-
yes.
Yeah, let me do that. Let me target her and see if this will do how it's supposed to. Oh.
It might not because one of the modules that does that stuff is not working.
I'll find out. I just had to swap glasses. So let's see. I just got to figure out where on this page that is. Oh, there it is. Bardic Inspiration has run out of its designated attribute. What?
Yeah, weird. That says you 4 out of 4. Yeah. Let's see if it's on the other sheet. Didn't come over. Features Bardic Inspiration. Nope, 4 out of 4 on that one. And default 5e sheet. Features Bardic Inspiration 4 out of 4. Yeah.
Let me see if
I don't know.
Let me see if it works on the default sheet.
It didn't.
Or let's go do this.
It didn't when I touched it, but it made it for you. What size is your die?
My die is currently a D8.
Okay. So, just for expediency, Aliana, you get a D8 of inspiration. I'm going to move the initiative order over if that's the last thing you want to do in your turn. There you go. Ben, your turn. Praxia, figure it out at some point.
That's okay. I just subtracted 1 from my. I made it 3 out of 4.
That works. Okay. Ben, your turn.
All right. So we're moving. At this point,
Oh, Lillian. Sorry. I did a boo-boo. You should not have lost all that stuff. Because you're not actually there. You're where Praxia is.
that's true.
Yeah. Ben, keep going.
And so we're getting. I think actually, yeah, I'll use the more powerful Archer Constellation because that still doesn't require material components or somatic components. On this one.
Okay. That hits.
Nice.
Nice.
18 points of radiant damage.
Yeah, it's dead. You blasted into oblivion.
Nice.
Nice. All right. That is my actions. I've got, I said 5, 10. Of course, that's my bonus action, rather. I'll call out to Eliana and say, Captain, or Lieutenant, rather, is the right-hand side of this hallway clear so I can go past you?
And she'll call back. I think Mordecai's that way. So head... Oh, God. Head towards him.
All right.
I think there might be 1 or 2, but their attention will be held.
4, 5. Actually, sorry. I'm holding and I have not put down the pod, so I still have an action on this turn. I just can't use my hands.
Correct.
Okay, that's good to know, actually.
So no actions that require your hands, no spells that require somatic components.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. So then I still have an action to use.
Mhm.
I think I will. I think I'll dash, actually.
And the disc follows you, correct?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep moving.
Oh, that one might be right in the way. Fuck.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Talk about conga line. Do. Alright, there you go.
All right.
6.
All right, that's Ben's move.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna fucking destroy this thing, hopefully. Attack 1?
You swing your enchanted deadly glaive.
Fuck.
12 hits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
They have, like, no AC.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attack once more.
Oof. It was almost a crit.
Come on.
That hits
Yeah.
again, though.
Yeah,
Because you crit on 19s and 20s.
I do. Alright, that's
what.
at least used.
There you go. That's something.
And then I'm actually gonna use my bonus action to do something called Polearm Master, so I can use my bonus action to make a melee attack with the opposite end of my weapon. Uses the same ability modifier as the primary attack, and that's going to be for D4.
D4 damage. Okay. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Deals bludgeoning. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a strength check with a bonus of +3, and you still have that bardic inspiration if you want to use it.
Yeah, why not? So I'm gonna do roll 1d4 plus 3.
Sorry to clarify. It's still a weapon attack with the glaive.
Yeah.
So like it's still your +7.
You gotta roll your attack first. So it's the strength check +3 +3. So it's +1
for the magic bonus. It's just that the damage dice of the weapon becomes a D4 for this attack. Everything else is the same.
Right.
I see. So I need to roll a strength +7. +7. Okay, cool.
3 + 3 + 1.
Roll 1d20. Sorry. 3 + 3 + 1. Oh, it would help if it would let me do that. Roll 1d20 +3 +3 +1.
Hey, you
Oh!
did it. 1d4 +3 damage.
Yep.
+1. So it's +4 damage. 6.
I'll take it.
Yerp. You bonk him.
I bonk him real good, and that's my turn.
Okay. Lillian, your turn.
Alrighty. Okay. So we're gonna move here. Oh no, wait, the thing's dead.
Are you hopping off the disc?
Oh no, I'm still on the disc. That's true. There's a shadow right over there.
No.
Is that dead?
Yes, that is. There's nothing there.
Okay, interesting.
It might be a visual artifact on your screen, but there's nothing there.
Cool.
There's a shadow here and one here.
One there, but I can't see that one.
This one has 3/4 cover from you, and this one has half cover.
You can get off and on the disc.
Yeah.
It's as long as you have the movement.
Well, this one's gonna come around the corner and like gangbusters us, so that's.
I mean, I've engaged it.
Oh, you've engaged it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm fighting that one.
Well, then I'll get rid of the other one that's like right over here should be.
Yeah.
I'll go kill that then. Where is this shadow precisely?
Which one? Oh, it's right next to you. It's right here.
Is it not showing up?
No, I don't see anything there.
Okay. I will target it for you. Maybe it'll show up now.
Oh, I see a targeted thing. Like something just got illuminated. I see an illuminated thing there, right?
It blends in very well, so...
Yeah, when I get close to it, it disappears entirely, but...
Are these exploratory moves, or are you actually moving?
Exploratory at the moment.
Okay, just general?
Mm-hmm.
Did you actually move over here to explore, or... Like, what is your actual movement going on? Because you're moving around a lot.
Right, yeah, I'm just really confused by this, mostly because I just want to know which shadows are real and which ones aren't. So,
this one's real, and this one's real.
Got it. Those are the two real ones. Okay.
Yes.
So in that case, I will move off here, and I will go for the one over there.
Okay, so you moved 5, 10, 15 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I don't allow people to move their tokens around to figure out where stuff is on the battlefield.
Fair enough. Apologies. Okay. I'm getting, even when I click the attack with the rapier, I'm not getting anything about a like a pop-up about a reaction or anything like that.
That is really weird, and I don't know why. 24
but that hits.
That does hit. And you get a 5 points damage.
plus lightning. Add another 4. And we'll do that again.
Okay, 2 attacks. Just shoot. Crit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Critical hit. 22.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
It had 11 hit points left, and you kill it.
Beauty. All right. I'm gonna get back on the disc.
Okay. Hop off.
Yeah.
Stab it twice. Hop back on.
I think this is the new tactic.
Pretty effective.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn.
Matsumoto goes, this thing's going to reach out and try to strangle you as well.
Hell yeah.
Eliana.
Fucking come at me.
He's coming.
You shouldn't have said that. You shouldn't have done that.
He deals 8 points of damage to you and saps your strength for 1.
One more. Okay.
Taking you down to 16.
Yeah.
Which doesn't materially affect you. However, it sucks. It does not feel good.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's Scytheshy's turn. She says, should we go look for them? Let's see here. She's gonna why not this. Still hits him. That's a legendary attack at the end of whose turn it just was, and then now this. She gets 3 of these. Hits.
Ugh.
Remembers herself after firing all of these.
Oh, when I cast a cantrip, it's all don't use magic. But Catraxia can fucking rip shadows to shreds.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, oh, so she can help us, she just chooses not to?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 100% the vibes, always.
It's always the vibe. There's a lot of blasting that happens back there. A lot of blasting. You hear a lot of horrible magic. You might even see some flashes of light. And then like a horrific ghostly screech.
If I recall correctly, the last time this happened, anyone who looks at it, it sees Mordecai doing this magic.
Well, that was when Mordecai was right next to her. This time it's just out of nowhere.
Oh, well, shit.
But nobody sees it happen, I don't think. I don't think anybody can see where she is right now.
Alas, I cannot.
Or the creature, so, you know. She chose her moment. It was loud, but she chose her moment. Now she's going to take her movement. Do-de-do-de-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do. Flippity-flappity, flappity-flu. Crow's turn.
All right. There are a few more down south, right?
There is one shadow left, as far as the group is aware.
Okay. Because I can't see anything beyond my little corridor here, so I don't know where it is.
Yeah, that's on purpose. So you'd have to explore a little bit to find it. Though you can see it. It's right there.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, 'cause I was clicking on Crow. That's why.
Yeah, Crow can't
Crow
see
can't see it.
it. You can.
Okay.
Crow cannot.
If I can. It's a crow. Crow, it's there. Get it.
Ah! And there he goes. Yeah,
Yes.
he's got it. Yeah, he can attack. So.
Gonna give it a little nip.
Right on the ass.
Damn right. Not much, but I'm gonna use my reaction. So, lightning damage. Not
Yes.
much, but it's something.
He destroys it. He rips it to shreds. It dissipates. That is the last enemy on the board.
Nice.
Very cool.
We're gonna fucking remove her from that list there and auto-assign the experience points.
Ooh.
All right. If we're moving, if basically if we're moving again, Ben will just continue, just sort of saying,
Yeah.
let's
let's
get this done
move
before
on.
anything else terrible happens.
Yep.
Oh,
Y'all coming, gang?
Ben, to clarify, I was just moving for expediency's sake, but Ben would not get too far ahead, and also the disc
Yeah.
is pulling anyone on board.
Yeah.
I don't know if Praxi is here right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and move her.
Fair.
She
Yeah. I'm here.
Violin troubles me, actually. I think that incredibly
I'm here. I
honest.
haven't gone anywhere.
Oh, you weren't moving your token.
Well, because you were originally moving us along with the disc a while ago.
I'm not gonna do everything.
And
Captain,
Ben
plus, I had to
walks
wait
by
to
the
see where the
captain.
disc went.
We just learned a lot of fear in a lot of very short time.
Captain goes, what?
Gotta get this bowl to the marble, I think.
Bowl, she says, and then follows.
Blood ritual.
You know, the giant bowl of blood I'm carrying.
I'm gonna post up right here, Lee, to be ready. Let's wait for folks to all shuffle in.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know what happened to Mordecai. Oh, there he is.
Oh, wow.
I'm right here.
Yeah, go other way.
Lillian, you're here. If you lost track of yourself.
I'm coming for you.
Where's the disc currently been?
Presently, right here.
Okay. So, there. Yay! I'm in the right spot now.
Yeah, I'm gonna post up right over here.
All right.
I keep the crossbow at the ready while we're sitting on the friendly disc.
Now, Ben's just trying to interpret the right way to do this. Are these cracks in the stonework, do they look like they're rivulets? And does it look like there's any receptacle for this spike and bowl? Or does it look like I should press the spike just into the marble?
It looks like the stone, upon very close inspection, appears porous in some fashion. Like whatever you pour on it should seep into it. So however you want to go about that is up to you.
I think Ben will carefully place the bowl onto the marble directly, release it, step back, and then release the shape water to let it flow.
Okay, Eliana, is that where you want to be?
How are you sitting it down there? Because it's like 10 feet down, right?
Wait a minute, Eliana. Eliana, is that where you want to be? You are here.
Yes, I want to be here,
Okay.
right next to Lee.
All right. So that's not where your token is.
Oh shoot! Why did my token move?
Because it
That's
wasn't.
where-
That's not where it was on my screen. So that's where it believes it is. So
Oh,
you
okay,
would have run
no.
into a lot of errors if.
Yeah, no, I'm on my screen. I was right by Lee.
Okay.
Yep, same here.
Okay. All right. So you walk forward. You put the bowl on the ground. Are you putting it on the ground? Or are you pouring it out?
Isn't the ground like 10 feet down, or is it down,
These are
or
Not
are
these
those stairs?
steps.
These are stairs.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like this.
I will. Well, I having observed the spike mechanism before, I will put it down.
Okay. You put the bowl down. So go ahead and position yourself.
There, put it down.
Okay. You put the bowl down, the blood flows out of the base of the bowl onto this marble floor, this porous marble floor. And there is a loud roar in the depths of this palace. You've heard it before. And at that point, there is a swirling energy, and many of these skeletons come crawling up out of the stone and materialize and take aggressive positions in front of you. Two of them burst into flames as they crawl out. And let me go ahead. These guys are in stance? Yes. I'm going to shift our music up. And this will probably take us to the end of the session, but we should get as much time in as we can.
Cool.
Okay. We are going to roll initiative again.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. It's not bad as I feared. Okay.
Mordecai initiative, Crow initiative.
Mordecai and Crow.
Yes, sorry.
Some crimes can never be forgiven.
And that should be all of our heroes. Let's roll our NPCs and enemies. Okay.
All these look bad. Okay, cool.
I don't like the words heavy skeleton warrior. Those are words that I don't care for.
Oh, scroll down. Scroll down to the bottom. And
Anxious returned archer does make me feel better.
Should it?
What about the drunk one?
That one makes me feel really good, actually.
Numb, drunk. Oh boy.
I'm surprised no one has noticed the burning dead.
Yeah,
I've
those
noticed them.
I don't know. After Kaled, I'm just kind of immune to those things.
Let's see here. What does she want to do?
Help?
She's considering her options. She is standing right next to Mordecai. So she's going to make it look like he's firing at that fucking guy. Oh, misses with a 18.
Wait, what?
Praxia, your
Okay.
turn.
Cool.
Yes, they have plate armor and shields. They're heavy skeleton warriors.
Yeah, okay.
Praxia, it is
Okay.
your turn.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta do some. We gotta do something about this. Yep. That we do. So which ones of these are which?
Okay, these are heavy skeleton warriors.
Okay.
These are returned archers. These are burning dead. And this is a wraith.
Well, the wraith is over there, over on the side.
Up at the very back.
Oh, that's a wraith. Okay. So somehow I'm trying to. Okay, okay. I need to. Okay, that's what happened. Okay, I need to place my template. If I put it here,
You only get one of them.
There you go.
That gets 3 of them.
Yeah.
let's put it there. And now I'm wanting to cast this with a 3rd level slot, so I don't know what I need to do for that. Or maybe I hit damage. Okay. No.
Is it just more damage when you do 3rd level?
Yeah.
Okay, you can add the die afterwards. So go ahead and hit the damage button so it rolls the dice, so it rolls the saves.
Okay, one more here.
And you'll just
So
add...
at higher level, okay, it does one extra 1d8, so I can put 1d8 in the modifier.
Yep. You just adjust your spell slots. Yeah, 28 damage is pretty good. 2 of them fail the saves. The heavy skeleton warrior succeeds the save and takes half. Very nice. I do have to add something to the initiative count. Okay. That's the end of your turn, Praxia?
I stay on the disc. Yep.
The captain's turn. She is going to break stealth, because why wouldn't she? She's going to jump down, crashing onto the stone, leaving small chips and cracks in the floor. And she's going to attack this heavy skeleton warrior. And she's going to shout as she does so, "Kill them all!" As she makes that skeleton warrior regret his life choices.
Oh my god.
I do love her.
It's been destroyed. And now this one, she's going to attack that skeleton archer because she can.
Which one is it?
The
The drunk one?
Is the terrified one, the one that's scared. She crits him. Good night.
That poor bastard.
81.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love her so much.
That is the
Doing psychic
Yeah, she's doing psychic damage on top.
Doing psychic damage to a fearful creature is very funny.
Mm-hmm. This skeleton warrior is going to move forward and attack you, Ben.
Yep.
You're right there. It's going to make its glaive attack, hitting you.
I am going to say, whoa. Stars be upon ye.
fuck.
And its roll is now a 15, so it misses.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so it does not hit you. All right, Tellytip. We know. We know. She's ready for bed, is what it is. All right. This is the initiative count 20.
Hey, that's. I don't like that. Put it back.
Wrong tab. Wrong tab again. Ah, okay. Another skeleton climbs out of the pit.
Cheerful.
And he rolls his initiative. And he gets a 3. Okay. That is the end of initiative 20. This one's drunk. And it slurs the words, "Blood for Nehemoth," and then shoots an arrow at Lillian. It does shoot more than once. It shoots twice.
Alright.
8 misses, and second shot
Oh,
hits.
wait, what is this? What the hell is?
It's probably popping up with a reaction.
Now it is. Now it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Go ahead and close it if it's not applicable.
I don't think I can do these as reactions. It looks like I can't at least.
Okay.
Blood curses. No, unfortunately not. That's a shame. That'd be pretty funny though.
It'll eventually get around to... There we go. 8 points of damage as it pokes you with an arrow. That's the second shot. This one's gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dash. End of turn. Ben, your turn.
Wait a second. With my Polar Master, when a creature moves into my space, they actually provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, nice.
Into your threat range, so it would have
Into my
provoked
threat
here.
range. Yeah.
Well, let's see if you kill him here.
Yeah,
Rather
let me give it
here.
a shot.
Hell
So
yeah.
that's just the one attack roll?
Yep.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. Did it roll? Oh, there we go. That would help if I actually...
19 does not hit.
Oh, alas. Okay, I gave it a shot.
Yeah, it needs a 20 or better.
Okay.
Now Ben's turn.
All right. All those nice, neat lines you had are gone. But I think a circle does just as well. Actually, a circle does fucking amazingly. Ben is going to produce that bootleg Farloden staff, wrap the ground, and cast Wall of Thorns circle version. So anybody that's caught in the arc of this circle needs to make a dexterity save.
Oh my god.
Go ahead and roll damage. These two are technically not in the arc. Do you want to move it?
Sorry, I can actually place the template when I cast the spell, and I don't have to do it all bootleg version. Yes. So. Oh no, it only shows the line version.
I think
That's annoying.
Hmm.
Okay, so yeah, let's... like that. Should get all of them, or all of those, yeah.
Okay.
Or move it over one there. Yeah, there.
Yeah, there you go.
So the guy in... Yeah, okay.
That's from the staff, right?
Yeah.
Are you powerful enough to cast 6th level spells?
Not without the staff, but the staff permits it.
Okay. The Wraith takes 0 damage. Very nice.
It is magical slashing, or magical piercing, rather.
Correct. It takes no
Okay.
damage.
All right,
good.
that is good to know. Yeah. And then I think bonus action, I still have dragon form up. So I will, so not dragon form, archer form. I'm going to, I can't seem to target this guy right in front of me.
I can make him target for you. There you go.
That'd be great. And we'll just do a cheeky little, wait, no, not the wraith.
Oh, it's because you got multiple targets on. Sorry.
Oh, here,
you
I'll
go.
delete that then. Okay.
There you go.
Anyone hits. 7 points of radiant.
Okay. End of turn.
I think at this point I will. Yeah, I'll risk an opportunity attack to get out, to move away.
Okay.
If you want to somehow mark where the thorns are on the map, so that way we know to not step in them.
Yeah, I will place that back.
That way we know that the creatures take damage if they're still in them or try to move out of them.
Did it attack me for opportunity attack?
It is going to, yes. It's going to try to
Okay.
shield bash you.
Ooh.
12 misses.
All right, then I will continue moving, just to get over here, and end my turn.
Okay. Lillian, your turn.
All right, I have a question for you because this sheet seems to be borked somehow. I can't click or access
Yeah, I don't...
anything to do anything. I want to know what my known mutagens are. It might be time for potion.
Okay, your known mutagens are... Hold on. Celerity, Embers, Mobility, and Unbreakable.
What kind of weapons are the skeletons wielding?
So it's a mixed bag. If you're talking about the heavy warriors, they're wielding glaives. These guys, the archers, are wearing longbows and cutlasses. This fucker's not wielding weapons. This guy's got a big molten hook, and so does this
Great.
guy.
Great. That's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. And the closest heavy skeleton warrior that is not currently engaged with Eliana is like, if it moves, it's gonna get hurt by the thorns.
Yes, I believe so.
Yep. All right. In that case, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm going to attack the heavy skeleton warrior. Yeah, I think that's my best call. Okay. So if I'm wielding two weapons, when I attack, do I get to attack with both, or do I pick one or the other?
So you can only attack with two weapons at the same time if you have the two weapon wielder feature, or they're both light weapons with the base two weapon wielder feature that everybody has. So that's up to you. I don't believe your rapier is a light weapon, believe it is
It should
finesse.
be.
Let's see.
Isn't it light and finesse?
Nope, it's just finesse and
Oh,
piercing.
just finesse. Oh, finesse and piercing. Okay.
Finesse.
Okay, well, I remember now that's the feature I was working on with the downtime, so that's the thing I was training to get, but I didn't quite achieve it.
You were looking for a defensive duelist, was what you were
Oh, it was
trying to-
defensive duelist.
Yes.
That's my bad. Okay.
So, stabby?
Stabby time. 2 attacks. And that's Crimson Righted. Oh, good lord.
Let's see how fat your crits are. 21! Yeah, that kills it in one blow.
Sick.
It
Love
is
that.
good and dead.
Love that. That's great. Gorgeous.
Sweet. Thank you.
You're welcome. I do have other stuff though. I saw the Wraith though, right?
It is incorporeal, but it is there.
It's visible, eh?
Yeah, it's visible. It's just incorporeal at the moment.
Can I roll, like, instead of attacking a second time, could I roll something to see what I know about a Wraith to better prepare for, like, destroying
Yes.
it?
This is an Arcana check.
Cool. And as far as Bloodhunters go, I have advantage on intelligence checks to recall information about such creatures.
Sure, yeah.
Because it's an undead.
Yes, this is a kind of intelligence check, so yes.
Ooh.
Oh, very good. You recall a recent article about wraiths written in Sorath about the Sorath graveyard, written by one Piper Halethorpe, an associate of the Academy of Magical Sciences. She wrote that wraiths are extremely resilient creatures that resist basically all physical damage to the point of immunity. They are generally immune to rot and poison, and they resist most other kinds of damage. They're extremely resilient. They are intelligent, but they loathe the light. They also wield deadly magics that can really ruin your whole life. Spells such as Unholy Frenzy, Blood Boil, and Profane Life. If this was Mickey Mouse's Funhouse or whatever, Mickey would come on the screen and say, "We heard about Unholy Frenzy earlier today."
Yeah, we did, and it wasn't great.
And it was bad news. So yeah, that's what you know.
Ah, yikes on bikes. Yikes on bikes indeed.
I just love how, like, when players learn stuff about monsters, they're just paralyzed with, like, I don't know what to do now. This thing's horrible. What do I do?
It's horrible. It's definitely a long-term threat. It's not an immediate threat. There is a captain over there with a psychic thing. What's the range on my hand crossbow?
Hand crossbows are shorter range than usual. They have a range of 30, 120. So 30 feet for a normal attack, 120 for disadvantage. Anything farther is miss automatically.
So 31 feet. 30 feet. 30 feet. That would put me kind of danger close to that guy. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rely on togetherness, and I'm going to yell. I'm going to pass along that information. I'm going to basically yell that the Wraith is immune to physical, can't stand the light. It is the priority threat, but I'm going to move up, and I'm going to use my second attack on this fucko over here in the thorn wall.
Okay, that guy right there.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll step back so that... What's the range on my whip?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, and 10 feet is...
2 blocks.
Oh, that's 2 blocks. Actually, what I'm going to do is then... To
That-
try and
you're
set
at-
up...
You're at 10 feet. You were at 10 feet right where you were.
Ah, yes. Okay, so I'll move up there so that way what I'm hoping to... And I'm just going to share what I'm hoping to achieve here. What I'm hoping to achieve with this thing is basically If this thing moves for me, maybe it'll take some damage on the thorn wall, but then if Eliana moves up, it'll get in range of her attack of opportunity thing, so that could be getting more damage in. Anyway, I'm going to pull out my whip, and I'm going to attack it with my deadly whip.
Oh,
Miss.
so close.
You lash the shield, but you don't get a good wrap on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay. This creature shambles forth, and it goes, "All shall burn."
No, it is shambling forth at 1/4 speed.
Are the thorns affected by fire?
Not ruled either way. They're magically conjured thorns, so it is up to you.
On the one hand, it is a very cool area of effect battlefield control spell. On the other hand, this heat wave deals 3d8 fire damage to everything within 20 feet of it. So... And it burns, the creature burns anything that touches it for even more fire damage. I'm gonna say this, and I think this is a fair ruling. As it walks through, it burns away the thorns that would be touching it, so it is immune to this control spell. Past the initial damage, but it does not create a path. The thorns regrow as long as you're concentrating on it. Is that good?
Seems perfectly fair.
All right. So he's gonna move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's see who's inside of 20 feet of it. Oh, Lillian. Oh, Ben. Oh, Mordecai. Not the captain. Crow. Not Praxia. So, Mordecai, Crow, Ben, Lillian, all make dexterity saving throws.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Okay. All of you save, so you only take half of this. Seven. So go ahead and adjust your hit points.
Ben is going to cast Absorb Elements to further reduce the damage and absorb some of that fire as it comes in.
That's exactly what I want to do.
Okay. You take then 3.
Yep.
Everybody or just Ben?
Just Ben.
And Mordecai, I assume, right? Or do I...
Mordecai as well, yes. Okay. As this creature approaches everyone, you see that heat and flame come off of it in waves. These skeletons seem to be enchanted against this particular creature. A mark glows on each of them as it passes by, and it looks like the same mark that is burned into this creature's chest. If anyone wants to, they can make a religion check as a passive thing to see what this mark is. The DC for this religion check is 15. However, it raises its free hand, the other one holding the giant hook, and lines up both Lillian and Eliana and blasts them.
Oh, okay. I will also roll that religion check.
I get advantage on the religion check. I just remembered. So.
Okay.
Where is my religion check? Where is it?
God.
There it is. Oh my god.
I need Eliana and Lillian to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
DC 14.
Yep. How do you? Is it just a?
You click on the dexterity ability, and then it'll prompt you ability check or saving throw.
Thank you. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Lillian, you are down as the blast of flame burns you, scorching you, burning your flesh black in some places, and you drop to the floor. Eliana, you can't see as this basically column of flame, this lance, burns through, almost like a fountain spray of flame.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's blinding, it's hot, it's insane. That is the end of this creature's turn. Liana, Lillian is down in front of you. I think technically she's on fire.
Great. I think I have a... I think I'm gonna look to Ben and say, I'm assuming if I rush in there, it's also going to affect me. Like it's 20 feet of fire at all times, right?
After it's fired the burning lance, the heat wave around it dissipated instantly. So right now its heat wave is not active. You can tell if the heat wave is active if the token is on fire, like that one in the back.
I'm gonna look at Ben and say,
I can handle them burning fuckers if you can get her back.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in and get her, and try to. I'm gonna upend the water skin that I have on top of her to try to stop the water and try to pull her back.
Sure, yeah. Using an action to put her out, she is snuffed, and then you can drag her at half speed. So that's 5:10. You got 20 feet left, so you can move her back 10.
Move her back 10.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm gonna do.
You're dragging her, yeah.
Yeah, I can't pull her, but...
To here?
Yeah.
Okay. You're also unconscious. Congratulations. Okay. For those of you that rolled over a 15, which is Lillian, before you went down, Ben, and that's it. Those are the only two that made the check. Anybody could have, but those are the only two that rolled it and made it.
I rolled it and failed.
Yeah, you didn't make it. The mark is the mark of Tall. So, Talian Crusade, the mark of Tall is what's on them. So
Mother and fucker.
Mm-hmm. Is that your turn, Eliana?
That's my action. That's my movement. Oh, fuck. You know what I am gonna do? I'm going to do a second wind as a bonus action, just to regain some hit points.
Sure.
So that is a 1d10 plus my
level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll that 1d10 plus your level, which is 6.
Yep.
8.
Great. 8 points back.
8 something.
Yep.
Alright, end of your turn. You're out of resources. Mordecai.
Alright. I am going to back up. And...
Getting right out of that heat wave range, huh?
Well,
yeah, really doing my best on that.
This guy's got one active. This one doesn't.
Okay. I'm gonna hit the one with the one active then.
He's back
so...
here. That one's the one with the heat wave active. That...
Oh, I see. Can I hit?
Yeah. If the token's on fire, that means its heat wave is active.
It's kind of behind the wall.
Yeah, that would get almost...
You have sharpshooter, you ignore cover.
Yeah, you do have sharpshooter.
Oh.
As long as you can...
Yeah, that's right. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and toss the dagger at him.
Make him suffer.
no.
I'm gonna do it again.
You've had the most natural ones this session. 16.
No.
16 hits. Just barely.
Hell yes.
You deal 17 points of... Holy shit. 17 points of damage. Okay. That is a magical attack. So... all the damage. It just screeches in flame. Is that the end of your turn, Mordecai?
That'll be it.
The wraith floats forward. Is no longer incorporeal. And casts, let's see here. Blood Boil. Dealing 13 points of damage. She nat 20s the save, so the spell ends on her immediately.
Sweet.
Okay, that is its action. And she took some damage from that. Okay. Next up is the Shogun. The Shogun hops down. He takes 1d6 bludgeoning damage from the fall. Takes 1 point. -1. Actually, Kravaxi should have taken something too. -3. Okay. He's going to take his two. He's going to take his 2 Adachi attacks. As a surprise attack. Oh no. Well, he tried. That's his first attack. His second attack does hit the drunk's returned archer, dealing 10 points of slashing damage. Very nice. Good job. Good job, Shogun. Alright, that is the end of the Shogun's turn. It is now Cypher Shy's turn. She's going to scooch up. Considering options. It's kind of like when you are playing a video game and like the NPC has like thinking above their head and it takes forever. It's because she didn't have a plan before this. She's gonna see if she's got a line. She might have a line on these two here. Yep.
That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yep, there you go. She shouts, "You burn!" She's not very good at burns. And she actually destroys both of them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
My teams, my children.
Hold on. Deselect that guy. I can't see. There we go. Dead. Dead. Okay. That is the end of her turn. That is a whole ass action. Which takes us to this burning dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. Nope. I gotta move this dead skeleton warrior because 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So everybody within 20 feet of this guy makes a dexterity saving throw. That's Crow again, that's Mordecai, that's Cypher Shy, and that's the Shogun. God, Crow!
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude! You're rolling garbage tonight.
Quick point of order. I can hear Recusant in the other room. We can't hear you on the chat.
Apologies. Was that another natural one?
Yeah.
Can't hear me on the chat?
The rooms that we're in are right next to each other, yeah. We're good.
Which chat?
It doesn't matter, we're good.
We're good.
Okay. So Mordecai passes, Crow fails, the Shogun passes, and Cyphershy fails. Cyphershy happens to be resistant to fire, so that's good for her. So 3d8 fire damage. 1, 2, 3... that's 11 points of fire damage. She is resistant, so she only takes 5. He only takes 5. You only take 5. And Crow takes 11.
Technically, Mordecai would take 2 because absorb elements lasts till the start of your turn.
Oh, yes. Oh,
sorry. Hey, that's true.
Plus 5. There you go. And it is now the creature's action. I'm going to use Molten Hook on... What is your range with this? Oh! I'm going to use it on Cyphershy. Because it can reach her with it. Yep. Yep.
No.
Let's see. She can use shield. Let's see if that'll put her... Nope, won't put her high enough. So that
it's gonna re-roll that.
Okay. It crits her.
Oh
It
no.
uses the lower one, but I will also, if the previous one is a 22 to hit, yeah, I can't help. Never mind.
And use the lower roll. Yeah, so it still hits her. So I gotta discard that and actually roll it again. It desperately wants to crit her.
Holy shit.
Alright, so we're just gonna... I'm just gonna manually roll the damage. So it's this, or 1d8 plus 4, or 3d8 plus 0. So that's a total of 28. Half that 19 is, call it 10. And then minus 9 on top. So 19 points of damage suffered. And that's it. Okay. That's the end of this creature's turn. It is now Crow's turn.
Mm-hmm. All right.
It has been nearly 6 seconds of intense horror and
Yes.
blood and fire.
Honestly, Crow, I'm gonna yell at him, Crow, get out of it! And I'm gonna have him run for his life. Oh. Let me see, what was his movement speed one more time? It is 40, so he can keep going.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yeah, get him out of there.
Okay. He has moved. End of his turn?
Mm-hmm. That's the end of his turn.
Okay. Does this guy take damage?
If he moves, or basically as soon as he moves, or if he stays there.
Oh, he's gonna stay there. Does it happen at the front of his turn or the end of his turn?
End of his turn if he stays there.
Okay, so he's gonna get his 2 shots off, then take his damage.
Yeah.
That hits Eliana. Dealing 5.
Does it hit at a 17?
Yeah.
That's what it says.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, no, I see. I understand. We're good.
Crits on her.
Oh, great.
Meets or beats is the expectation there. 20 points of damage. You're down to 3. So as you're dragging Lillian out, a arrow comes in between the plates of around your hip, and kind of just stabs into where like your love handle would be. And then as you turn to face where that arrow came from, you catch one in the neck.
Great.
Straight through, misses your vital parts miraculously, but it goes right through your neck.
Sweet. We're in good shape.
We're having a good day. That's the end of its turn. How much damage does it take? Oh, you had that ready. Okay.
32.
I got news. He's destroyed.
Yay!
Yeah, fuck him.
That is Catraxia's turn. She says, "The Wraith has to die, Mordecai, or this is going to keep going." And then she considers this and casts Animate Dead. And she raises a creature that is under her command. This guy. This guy acts on her initiative, and since it is her turn, he's going to move. He's going to immediately take the 3d8 fire damage from the heat wave. Which, if he passes this dex save, is going to be really good for him. He doesn't, but that's okay. -9. I was going to stab that guy in the back with a glaive. Misses. Praxia, your turn.
Okay. I yell at Carvoxia, tell her to move either toward the Shogun or toward the Wraith, but get the hell out of the way. And I ready a spell based to use as soon as she migrates.
Okay. So you're putting your action as a readied action. What spell is it?
Yeah. I'm readying one of my new spells that I got by being 6th level now, and Nifty Bard feature. We're going to cast Hunger of Hadar.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So on her turn, she's going to move. It says, "Don't think you can give me orders." And then she's going to disengage. Or she's not going to disengage. She's just going to move. So she's going to take the attack opportunity. 22 does hit her.
I will woe that.
Okay. How many of those do you got?
That's my second to last.
Okay, 20 still hits her.
Alas.
She takes just the slashing damage. And that's halved, so she takes 5. And then she moves. Front the Wraith. She takes damage from this, yes?
If I see her moving towards it, no action, I will drop concentration.
Okay. And then she's going to take her 3 attacks on the Wraith to try to destroy it. That's a crit.
Nice.
I don't love fighters.
75 damage. That's not a crit, but she still hits it. Dealing that much. And this is not a crit, but still hits. Dealing that much. Whittled it down with 3 attacks. It's still up.
Okay.
It is wholly immune to physical damage, so... that is the end of her turn. Praxia, you want to cast your spell?
Yes, I do.
I left it on your turn because, you know, it's easier for the computer to do the thing when it's on your turn, so...
Oh. Ugh. Okay. Damn. I'm still gonna catch Caraxia. But she has good reflexes.
I mean, she has decent reflexes. Okay, Hunger of Hadar. She failed. She takes 11. Wraith passed. Burning Dead failed. Drunk Returned Archer passed. And the Heavy Skeleton Warrior failed. Okay. So those are already in.
That archer, I'm rooting for him.
I know. He's so drunk. He's barely standing. And that's the end of Kravaxia's turn because you did a ready to action. That is initiative 20.
And then creatures that start their turn in the area take damage. If you injure a turn in the area, you have to make another dex save.
Okay. New Heavy Skeleton Warrior joins the fray.
Cool.
5, 10, 15, 20. Attack. Praxia. $19 hits with a 24.
19. Roll it again.
Okay. Just gonna roll this real quick so it completes, and then roll again. Misses. Okay. End of its turn. The drunk returned archer. What happens if it starts its turn in there?
If you start your turn in there, you take 2d6 cold damage.
Okay. 2d6 cold damage.
And you are blinded.
Okay. I'm just gonna move so it can see. And it takes the 2d6 cold damage, which is 4. It's 4. And it's going to take out its cutlass and try to stab the Shogun. That hits. Dealing 6. And second attack, because it gets 2. That misses. Ben, your turn.
Alright. Ben is going to, first things first, bonus action, send out Healing Spirit on Lillian.
Nice.
So it's going to heal for 19.
Okay. Praxia, are you here or are you here?
I am at the back of the room by where, I guess, so I'm not there, no.
You're here?
I'm there.
Okay.
Yes.
The computer thinks you're here.
I've been over there where I'm at this whole time because I was sitting on the floating disc. I haven't moved.
Yeah, I see Praxia there too.
I'm still sitting on the floating disc if it's there.
So it's here?
Did the disc move with you, Ben?
It does move with me, so yes, you're over
Okay,
there,
so
actually.
I'm there then, yeah, okay. I'm there now.
Alright, so
That's on the disc.
19 points of healing for Lillian.
Yep.
And Eliana, or no?
Basically, on Lillian's turn, I can expend it, and on Eliana's turn, I can expend it again.
Okay.
So not yet.
So, it would be on Lillian's turn. So we're just gonna preemptively do that, and then anything else in your turn, Ben?
Yeah. So that was my bonus action. Action is going to be just like the full volley. So the actually no, sorry. Let's cancel that. Let's target properly, and then attack it. $20.
20 hits.
9 points of radiant. Another 20. 5 points of radiant.
Mm-hmm. It seems to really hate this shit that you're doing to it. It
That's the
screeches.
plan.
It claws at itself. Your bolts burn through the phantasmic makeup of its body. And this 17 also hits. Go ahead and roll damage for it.
Indeed.
16.
16.
That destroys it.
Hell yeah.
As it is destroyed, the others collapse.
Oh, hell yeah.
Drop the damn spell, Praxia.
Drop concentration.
Nice.
All right, all y'all fuckers, get around the bird. That means Crow. That means Eliana. That means Sci-Fi. That means Matsumoto. You too, and Captain. I have, because I just cast it. I have 5, so basically I can give 1 to Eliana, Sci-Fi, the Captain, and the Shogun, and then I will use other resources for that.
Let me end the combat real quick, because
For sure.
that's definitely causing a lag right now.
Yeah, so
17.
somehow I figured when we leveled up earlier that those 2 spells that I took, which was that and Tidal Wave, might come in use.
So
Not one did.
17 for who?
Do you want me to roll for each one, or just say 17 for all of them?
17 for all of them is fine.
Sure. Okay, so 17 for Eliana, Sci-Fi, the Captain, and the Shogun.
Cool.
And then I will do my chalice healing on Mordecai and Crow.
Okay.
So that's just going to be 7 for each of them.
Okay.
And last, the
Nice.
bird goes. All right. We heard the ominous scream. That usually means doors opened.
You actually hear a second ominous scream now. Let me play ominous scream. Ominous scream. There it is.
That's probably horrible.
Very ominous.
It means progress.
Hey, back the way we came then?
I say we take a little bit of a breather, a short one.
So you may not
Probably a
short.
good idea.
You may not long rest again in the dungeon for 24 hours. You can only short rest. Speaking of it, is 11:33. So I believe we should end the session here, and we will pick it up next time. So I want to thank everybody for coming out. I want to thank you guys for playing. I hope you had fun.
Indeed.
Indeed.
And
Can we roll our short rest?
Yes.
No, we will do that at the beginning of next session.
Okay.
Sweet.
And if that's all, I'm gonna say goodbye to stream. Bye, stream. And then we're gonna go and have our post-session discussion, I suppose. Bye bye.